Hello!
Yay!
Hi! Hey,
Hello.
how are ya? Hey there, how are ya? Wow, that was really off key. Hi guys, how's it going? We're back for another adventure in the crazy world of Saul's Rest. So much has happened in the last few games that it's honestly gonna be real hard to recap in detail. So we're just gonna go with y'all have kickstarted the end of the world, or at least what you hope to be the beginning of the end of the world.
In hopes of stopping it.
Right, in hopes of stopping it. You've
for funsies.
managed to separate the great grave threat of Akodaban into his constituent parts. And so far you have defeated three, technically speaking, of the 7. One of which was a willing sacrifice. You are presently in combat with the 3rd. Fourth, like I said. One Charis, a halfling who is known for being rather insane.
Good.
And you followed some intel that you had that she was going to be an Impris Olangat, the halfling
God
trading.
bless you.
Thank you. The halfling trading post to the far south. You got there and found the city was mostly deserted. Some hinky shit happened. And eventually you did manage to locate what you thought was her. Leoben managed to finish her off. When she died, she exploded, setting a good chunk of the city on fire, and the illusion that had been kind of cast over the city dropped, and you realized that the buildings and the streets the streets were empty. The buildings themselves were not empty. They were, in fact, filled with the cowering citizenry of Impris Olangat. Now all of these buildings in which these people are on fire, and there was, seemingly from all around, this mad cackling sound, indicating
The roof is on fire.
the roof.
This has been happening a lot in your games. So the townspeople cowering, and then things getting set on fire.
I mean, it's a great trope.
Know.
Why mess with greatness?
We don't need to let the motherfucker burn. I mean, it is. We don't like this place. I'm fine with letting it burn.
Yeah, but the people inside are also, generally fairly innocent.
Fine.
Besides, after all the time it took me to learn halfling, it would be really horrible if all of the halflings died and it became a dead language.
Right, so because Leoben took the time to learn
that's
halfling,
it.
we're going to avert genocide. That seems...
You know what?
A step in the right direction.
Everybody has to have a reason.
You know what? I'm here for it. Anyway, does anybody have anything they want to say or add? Oh, near the end of the last fight and starting this fight, Saral popped in to help you all, and she has been there to assist as much as possible. She was somewhat instrumental in helping to fundamentally defeat Warwick Wayne, simply because she knew of the connection between Warwick Wayne and, well, the leader of the town, but what was fundamentally Kira's sister.
Is Kira's sister. That was a weird way to phrase that.
It was, so, above table, he didn't know it was your sister. He didn't give a shit about who you were. He just did it to whoever was the leader of the town. At any rate, we left after the explosion. Things were burning, and it's just all kind of craziness.
Soral's still here because she knows if you guys fail, it's really, really bad.
This is where Kai keeps all his stuff, Sorel.
This is where Kai keeps a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. You know what?
I've been to a god house. There's stuff there too. But this is one of my favorite realms. Been to lots of them. Would like it to not die.
Seems legit.
Fair.
All right. Well, that said, let's jump over to the right map, which is which map? That map. Boop. Boop.
Oh, the fire.
Oh, that's
the
not good. I forgot.
fire.
That seems bad.
So the tokens that you see are really just there to indicate that the building is on fire.
It's not just that one 5-foot square.
It's not just that one 5-foot square on each building.
That would be too easy.
That would be entirely too easy. And way less fun for me!
Oh, I remember what I was gonna do.
Okay, do we still have the initiative, or do we need to re-roll? Alright, let's re-roll.
How about I... No.
Oh, you
that
still
was
have the
me
initiative.
shaking my head. I have it.
Okay.
Give me 1 sec. I have to grab it.
I think you might have posted it in the G
I
chat.
always do, so I'm just trying to scroll and find it. And copy it to my...
I have a 5E question while she's finding that.
They and yes.
Sorry. So water obviously puts out fire
Correct.
in general normal terms. But when you're casting spells,
Mm-hmm.
there's like fire and lightning and cold and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Would cold be the one that would put out fires? If you're looking for that, because casting fire spells can also set things on fire.
I would say it vastly depends on the spell, and to borrow a phrase that has been said for many, many years, you can certainly try.
Thanks.
Okay, I have the initiative.
So I believe we stopped at the bottom of the round, so...
We did. So
Because
top of the...
I'm pretty sure I'm at the bottom of the round.
You are, because you could not roll for shit.
Because I am the worst rogue ever when it comes to rolling this, yeah.
So top of the round is the quote-unquote something at 25. I'm assuming that's Charis.
It sure is.
I just
And
had a
then Katie,
morbid
you
yet
are
really...
on deck with your dirty 20.
I just had a morbid but really hilarious thought. What if Charis comes in as a frickin' kaiju, so we've got a halfling kaiju that we have to deal with? That is my morbid yet hilarious thought. Please continue.
That's terrible.
How
I
dare you?
don't know what a kaiju is.
Me neither.
Godzilla is a kaiju.
Oh.
Godzilla
Or King
is the
Kong,
name,
or-
kaiju is like the species.
Well, that makes sense.
So from the sky, which is kind of draped in twilight, suddenly this streak of light, like a comet, kind of shoots down and lands smack right about Tia.
Oh, crap.
And you
Can
see
you say
this.
here again?
I can not only say Tia again, I can ping you.
Thank you. I was looking at my character sheet at the time, so I didn't see it. Thank you. But that got big.
All right, so that's
It's like a tiny Valkyrie.
it's like a
I
tiny,
know.
it's like a chibi Valkyrie.
Like, can that be a good guy instead of what I think is actually a bad guy?
So you see it kind of land, and there's it kind of slams into the ground. As it stands up, it kind of draws these two blades, which are crackling with this dark energy, and it kind of glances around, and you see it like its gaze kind of settle on and kind of pass through most of you, those of you on the roofs and whatever. And as it lands, you see it kind of glance up at you and it says in this kind of low, smoky voice, well, not smoky, but this kind of low voice, "Oh, geez, you guys, I'm real sorry about what's about to happen here. It's like, I'm not really here to help you out so much as try to murder you, but I really don't have a choice. So, have at thee and shit.
She's Minnesotan?
You gave her a Minnesotan
funny.
accent? What the fuck?
It's not even just Minnesotan. It's like Minnesota and Wisconsin together.
Yeah,
One.
sure is.
You've made your brother face palm, Adam.
I mean...
And he's looking at you in horror.
Wisconsin is the Florida of the Midwest.
I'm gonna claim the fit.
I mean, after what happened in Kenosha, I'm inclined to agree with you.
I thought that before then. It just
My
reinforced it to
brain
me.
doesn't have the processing power right now to compute this. So can we just murder this person to end this combat encounter quickly?
Yes,
So
I like that option.
they appear, and then I can't see where anybody is.
I'm way the hell down at the bottom
I
because I
see
got
that.
really turned around. I don't know what happened.
I don't remember which character's mine.
You're on the roof next to me, Sorrel. So
Oh,
here,
right.
here's me. Here
Oh,
you.
okay.
Nope,
thank you.
that's me. Sorry.
I-
This
I'm-
one is you.
This one. This is the one I can move. Okay.
Yes.
So
Put your back. Put your back.
my first comment is superhero landing always hurts the knees. They always do it. Watch. She did it. Left a crater.
Oh, yay!
Wait, who's coming to visit us?
Yes! Yes! Come fucking fight me, bitch!
This is
So
not
you're
what I was
saying
going to
sweep the
do.
leg? Is that what you're saying?
Sweep the leg, Johnny, sweep the leg.
No mercy.
So here for this.
All right, so she lands right there with these two just crackling blades of energy. And I gotta look at something real quick because I'm less prepared than I wanted to be, and I apologize.
Hi there, sweetie. How's it going?
Aren't you cute?
Oh, it's,
Aren't you cute? I
Over
like
cute.
Angelina.
she's like, oh, it's not going so good. I'm doing things that I really am not real keen to do.
Is there some way we can help you not do that?
I mean, if you have like a banishment or something like that, that would be just great. As she swings twice at Kira.
Wait, do I banish you or somebody else?
Well, see, I was summoned, and unfortunately I was kind of bound to their will, which kind of sucks. I'm not real keen on. As she like swings at Kira, just
Okay,
with
I'm starting to understand. My AC is a 26.
with an incredible precision. She of the two times she swings, she hits you once.
That's fair.
So yeah, you manage to kind of like duck under one of these blades, and the other one kind of sneaks in and slaps you in kind of the bread basket. It seems to kind of crackle through the armor though once it hits you. You take...
But we don't like that.
No, not so much.
Really?
You're going to take. Sorry, I have things on. I don't have a way to make that into a tab. That's frustrating.
I am sorry. You're having tabular issues.
I am definitely having tabular issues. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it on here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. How many dice are you rolling?
4. So
Worried.
this blade that manages to kind of cut under your defenses almost seems to phase through your armor and cuts right across your belly. 35 points of force damage.
Oh,
What? I did not like that.
So she
Thank
says,
you.
"Oh, jeez, oh, Pete, I am so sorry."
Where did they summon them from? Duluth?
Ow. I'm
I'm from the Grand Forks area of heaven.
Yeah. That's fair.
Because everything is funnier with a Minnesotan accent. I'm sorry, it just is. All right, that is her turn.
After her is Katie with the practically eviscerated Kira on deck.
Well, let's see here. Don't think I have anything like banishment. So,
Can you guys still see this?
yeah.
Okay.
Or I
No.
saw a ping up north.
I saw the
Whatever.
ping, but
I was gonna
that's-
say,
There's
can we
something
see
there to
what?
see?
Is
I
there?
don't
is-
see anything on the map over there.
Okay.
We can see you pinging, yeah, but not.
Sounds good. Thank you.
God, I'm so glad she hit you and not me.
I mean, I'm the big, bright, shiny one.
the
I mean-
paladin is the main character. The paladin is always the main character, so you're going to draw the big monsters.
Well, if you'd been closer, she would have gone for you, but you were further
And I'd be dead.
away.
Well, I mean,
I'm the
you're
meat
tank,
shield.
that's your job, but, you know.
I'm the meat shield.
Yeah, I have a 26 AC now. I should be able to take it.
All right, Katie, what are you doing?
I'm looking at my spells and seeing if there's anything that is more restrainy that I have.
I will also point out that the entire town is on fire and there's a whole population of people.
Where did you say she was summoned from? The Great Forks region.
I said the Grand Forks area of heaven.
Okay.
That's technically North Dakota, but you know.
God, I mean, I could make it more on fire, but I don't think that's really going to help.
You know that phrase "fighting fire with fire"? That doesn't actually work.
Unless you're making a fire line to prevent fire from
Can you
spreading. But
reverse
if the
the-
buildings are all wood, don't do it.
Can you reverse the spell? I mean, can you? Is that a thing you can do meta magically? Like,
There is a counter spell, and there is like meta magic, but that's usually available to like sorcerers or people
Okay.
who
That's
take
things
a
I do.
feat.
if nothing
Yeah, if
else,
there was,
we
like-
can make a fire break so that it doesn't spread. But that's really
Yeah, but it was like a nuke went off or whatever. It was like a huge radius.
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole map basically is is on fire. And the fire is spreading.
This map is
Yeah,
on
like I could
fire.
make a wall of fire, but I don't think I could really contain the fire that is on fire.
Yeah, and you don't have the meta magic too, because you're a druid. You can't shift the type of energy it is.
I could cast Maelstrom, but I don't know if that's really going to be that helpful.
Isn't that just a really gusty wind?
No, that's the
No.
dishwasher.
It's the washing machine of doom.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but also citizens.
Who are cowering inside their houses.
But hey, at least
they'd
the
probably be
citizens won't die from being burned to death.
Right, they'll
They'll
die
just-
from being tossed around to...
They'll just die from drowning.
Yeah.
Washing
Also,
machine
us. Can we not hit us?
You do what you're gonna do, Katie.
All right, I think I've asked this as a question once before, but if there was a sufficiently strong wind, would it extinguish the fire rather than spread it?
Make a nature check.
I'm not too bad at that.
I hope
Oh,
not.
but that
You're
was
a
not a
druid.
good roll. I got an 8.
Yes, it would, and you definitely. Well, you didn't roll a 1. I'm not going to be a dick. It could if you could get the right angle, but you could kind of get it at the right angle with the right amount of like, because basically the idea is that you're kind of depriving it of the ability to spread. So you'd have to kind of get the right angle with the size and shape of the gust that you have, and you're not 100% sure you can do that. You know how to do that.
I'm going to try it anyway, and I'm going to cast Control Winds,
Okay.
and I'm going to make the winds as strong as I can make them,
Okay.
and I'm going to make them an updraft, so it's blowing straight up.
Okay. How strong can you make them? Is the question. What does it say in the?
The intensities are calm, moderate, or strong.
Okay.
If it's moderate or strong, ranged weapon attacks that enter or leave the cube or pass through it have disadvantage on their attack rolls.
Okay.
And strong winds, any creature moving against the wind must spend 1 extra foot of movement for each foot moved. So this is pretty strong.
Jesus. All right. So, and what kind of area are we talking about here?
It is a 100-foot cube.
Fuck.
Wow.
That's the whole map, right?
That's the point.
Okay.
Oh,
Better than
and
what I
because
had
it's an
planned.
updraft, creatures that end a fall within the cube take only half damage from the fall. And when a creature in the cube makes a vertical jump, you can jump up to 10 feet higher than normal.
Whee!
So
It's like those things at Sky Zone where you pretend you're skydiving.
I would like that's cool.
Fun.
I would like for you to roll a firefighting check. I don't even
Firefighting check.
make it just an intelligence or wisdom. I will say pick the one that's better for you. Roll that.
I like wisdom. I'm gonna roll that. Oh, that was a good die roll too. That's a total of 21.
Okay. So you see the you know, we all had high school chemistry. You know when you light that Bunsen burner after it's been going for a minute and it's just kind of woof, and the flame just shoots straight up, like the fires all around you just all of a sudden go from this kind of burning spreading to this just like a bunch of Bunsen burners. You are able to kind of control it and angle it a little bit that you think if you persist with this, you might be successful in what you're trying to do. Fires that started on the bottom floors are still going to kind of eat their way up,
Sure.
but ultimately they're going to run out of space to go because you're kind of forcing the energy straight up as opposed to allowing it to spread.
And I'm kind of hoping that as things burn and crumble, I can kind of blow all of the burnable materials upward and keep it from spreading.
Okay. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
No, I think I'm going to stay where I am, so that will be all.
Okay. You see Kira and Saral for sure. The rest of you who are kind of paying attention to what's going on can kind of see it also. The woman, winged angel, you're not sure. As the wind kind of kicks up, she's flying. Like, she's flying and attacking at the same time. She kind of does a, whoa, jeez, but manages to kind of correct herself. It's like, oh, that was a bit of an
We've
updraft.
seen planetars before. Is this a planetar?
This is not a planetar.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
It's Kira's. I have a DM question
Yes.
because I want to be upfront about this. So when we leveled, I got an extra spell that I could prepare, but I did not prepare a spell. I didn't look at it until just now.
Okay.
Banishment is an available spell for me.
Is that a spell that you think Kira would reasonably take?
I don't know. She's very basic with most of her spells and then just throws things on there just in cases. Like, she has her few that she uses regularly and then just kind of tosses stuff on there in case.
All right, well, let's go with this. Odd, you prepared it, even you didn't.
Cool.
So 50% is, I'd say, pretty decent odds, all things considered.
Yeah.
Oddsies, you prepared it.
Okay. In that case, I will just kind of look at our
Yes.
heavily accented guest, and say, okay, well, it was super nice to get stabbed by you.
I'm just real sorry about that. That's on me. I apologize. I really don't have a choice.
I understand. Maybe try really hard to fail this check for me.
I'll do my best, but I'm being directed to resist with every ounce of my being, so I'm gonna have to go
I understand.
Go ahead and do that.
And I will cast banishment.
Okay. What is
It
the
is
save?
a 17 charisma.
Okay. So, because she is what she is, she has advantage on saves versus magical spells.
Awesome.
And you said a 17?
Yeah.
The lightest combat to ever combat.
Right?
Question is she going to do a Minnesotan goodbye to leave?
Yeah, this could take forever.
Oh, I'm
Three
gonna go,
rounds
but you know
later.
what? Hey, did you hear about that local sports ball team? She had a 23, so she saves. So you cast the spell on her, and she's kind of like waiting for it, and then you see her kind of Oh, gee, I'm so sorry. I don't think it worked. I'm real sorry.
Oh, that was my one shot at doing that. That's fine.
Sorry. Oh, I
Great.
feel now. I feel even worse than I did before.
I
If
mean,
even
you should.
even ever that's possible.
Now it is the Minnesotan goodbye.
You should, and you should definitely feel so bad that
Oh,
you don't attack us.
I don't
anymore.
unfortunately have much of a choice in that. Like if I I don't know where I'm going with that accent. If I had a choice, I would definitely not. But I unfortunately submitting to the will of the summoner. It's a thing. Anyway, Kara, do you do anything else on your turn? I'm having way too much fun with this.
This is great. I'm loving it.
No, I don't have any bonus actions I can do. So, no higher than level 3. Awesome, cool.
Because they're being so polite. I'm just saying.
It's fine.
So
Kira's done. I can't do anything.
Okay.
After Kira is Adira with Saral on deck.
All right. Well, Adira, can she tell that the fire thing is working, or that the solution to the fire is working?
Make an intelligence or wisdom check.
All right. Well, we're gonna go. Truly does not matter for her.
Okay.
Wait, does it matter? Oh, it does matter. We're gonna do intelligence.
Okay.
17 total.
I mean, it's kind of hard to say in this moment, but here's the thing. At the very least, you can tell the fire is not capable of continuing to spread anywhere but up.
All right, cool. Well, that's fine. She is then going to, let's see here. She's on a building that is on fire currently. She is up, so she's going to get out of there.
Okay.
This building, let me see if I can ping it here, at least from my mind's eye, appears taller than the one that Adira is currently on here. Is that
yes.
correct?
Yes, that is correct.
All right. So she had far step on.
Yep.
Last I checked.
Mhm.
So she's going to blip over to this building, which is taller and not on fire, right there.
Okay.
And then, having seen that whole interchange,
Odd or even?
decide. Huh?
Odd or even?
Oh, we're still doing that?
We are still
Jesus
doing that.
Christ.
Oh, that's the worst.
All right, fine. Odd.
Odd is good for you.
Yeah.
That is a 10.
Okay, great. Where do I go instead?
So you move the same amount of feet to the west that you did to the east.
Opposite direction.
Yep. And you also move up. So unless you have a fly ability, which I don't think you do currently, you drop.
Half speed, though.
What's that?
Well, because of the gust, I get its half damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you do.
Yes.
So you would drop like right here.
I'm not seeing where here is.
Oh, I'm on the wrong. My bad. Well, because you were here, right?
Yeah.
And you moved to like here.
Yeah.
So that's all of 20
there.
feet. You would have moved in like here.
No, it was further than that. I moved like here.
Did you? Okay.
So it was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down. So I move 1, 2. Okay, so I'd be like here. Oh no, you're right. It would be like here-ish. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So how far do I fall?
So that's 15 feet. You'd gone up another, we'll say 10 feet. So that goes up to 25 feet. So that's 2d6. So you'll take half damage from 2d6 falling damage. Sorry. You will take 5 points of falling damage. That is already halved.
Okay. Sounds good. She's going to kind of shake herself. I fucking hate that thing exists. It's so stupid. And she's going to blast Charis with 3 things of force stuff.
You're like 99.9% sure this isn't Charis.
Wait, really?
Yeah, this is a person
Who
summoned
summoned it?
Oh, sorry. Okay, I apologize. David missed that.
This is the poor soul doing this.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Then never mind. She is not going to do that.
I mean, she's attacking your party, so do what you're gonna do, but...
Can she aim her force damage at the weapons of this person?
You can, I would say, but... I'm gonna have you probably roll a... Arcana check.
Okay. I will roll an Arcana check to see what that's about. Well, that's a 20 on the die for the Arcana check, so total of... Okay, only 28.
This whatever this is, whatever this manifestation is, whatever this weapon is that she's wielding, is blades of some kind of crackling force. And you are fairly certain that your force damage is not, it's not like it's going to cancel it out.
Okay, got it.
Furthermore, you actually think you know the spell that this is, and you're not clear on what this creature is, but you're also pretty sure that they're incapable of casting it.
Okay, what is the spell then?
The spell appears to be called Blade of Disaster.
Oh. Okay.
That's a fun name.
Yeah, that sounds horrific.
Oh, we
Alright,
don't
Blade.
like that. No, thank you.
No, thank you. No touchy, please.
No touchy. Not touching.
So,
No touchy.
with that
Okay.
Arcana check, would I be able to know, is there a certain range that the original caster had to be in order to summon this person?
That is an excellent question, to which I do not have an answer at this moment. Give me a second.
Sure.
You do know it is a concentration check, and it has to be cast within 60 feet. However, once it is cast, it can be moved anywhere within the sight of the caster.
Got it. So it had to be within 60 feet initially.
Correct. But once it was
When-
cast, it could be moved
Anywhere.
anywhere.
Okay, so
And like,
how
as
do
you're-
I...
Go ahead, sorry.
So this little avatar originally appeared here, correct?
Ping again, please. I mean, more like up here, I believe.
Was it? Okay, up there?
Yep.
All right. And a 60-foot... Okay, so literally it could be anywhere on this map. That doesn't help me. Shoot. God damn it. Okay, I don't want to hurt this person.
I mean, make a religion check.
Okay. We all know how much a deer cares about that, but, you know, we will find out. Okay. 17 on the dice, a total of 20. Dirty
Okay.
20. Not bad.
You recognize this as an angelic being known as a deva.
Yeah.
If you kill her on this plane, you are just sending her back to her original plane of existence.
Oh.
You're not killing
Well,
her.
there's-
You're just sending her home.
We can also... just kill it. Adira says, there are good reasons. It's fine.
I hadn't planned on doing any other.
And then... Oh, God. Do we have any idea what Charles looks like? Do we get that description in any way, shape, or form?
She's a halfling. That's the extent of what you know.
God damn it. Okay, so she literally could be anyone. All right. That is in this area that has line of sight to this thing, which rules out the buildings further back. So it's got to be a halfling in, I'm sorry, this building could be in this building if there are northerly facing windows. Couldn't be this building because that is above and there probably wouldn't be a line of sight. Could also be this building. And then could be this one probably not this one. So our roster of buildings to search from are likely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because everything else doesn't have a line of sight. Are these little buildings down here too? Sorry, you can't see the ping. Here?
Nope. Those are like tents. Or like small like business kiosks.
Okay, are they empty at this point?
You have no idea.
I'm standing right in front of one.
You are standing across the street from one and it's on fire.
Okay, well, great. I don't know what the fuck to do. Insane person. All right, well, I guess Adira is just going to blast this thing 3 times because it's gonna die as she figures out I need to do something to keep the stream going. So she's gonna do that, blast it 3 times, and then continue thinking about what next to do.
Okay.
The lowest I got was a 26.
You're gonna hit.
Okay, cool. So nice, 1925. A total of 40 points of force damage.
Cool.
And then that is also going to, from Adira's vantage point, probably knock her past. Is she on the same playing field as Saral?
She's on the same level as Saral, but you also realize that knocking her away from Kira might be more problematic for Kira than anybody else.
True. All right, I probably won't use repelling blast.
I mean, it's up to you, because also she's going to get an attack before Kira gets to go again, so it's 6 one, half dozen another.
Yeah, we'll leave her there.
Okay.
Fine. I'm a tank. Leave her here.
Cool. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, and then David's got to think about buildings and shit.
Cool. At the end of your turn, you hear a... And then from the sky lands very close to Malin an orbital werewolf.
Really?
Yeah. I have wanted to use this for so long. So, funny story. Were creatures are immune to all damage that isn't silvered, which includes the falling damage of, anything, because falling damage isn't silvered.
That used to mean... Okay, let me... Clarification. That used to mean... What? Did you just tell me to stop?
No, go right ahead.
Okay, so that used to mean it was anything silvered or a magical weapon. Has that changed?
I mean, I think it's just anything... Hang on, let me double check to make sure I'm not just making shit up.
Okay, because if that's true, all I can do is nothing.
My bad. Bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage from non-magical attacks that aren't silvered. So magical or silvered attacks will affect them.
All right, we're good to go.
So it, again, superhero landing right there, and it moves to engage with Malin.
Really? That's terrible on your knees. Don't you listen to Deadpool?
It says in response.
Well, and don't forget there's still an updraft. So it gets like 100 feet up in the air, and then like noticeably slows.
It's like a little balloon. It's a balloon.
I'm just a little black rain cloud.
Love that. Floating above the honey trees.
But, it's slavering for your blood, so I guess it's less fun. So yes, it charges towards you and attacks. I gotta figure out what its multi-attack does. Alright, so it's gonna bite and claw you. The bite misses. The claw was a 16.
That hits me.
Alright, that is 7 points of slashing damage. You are raging, so that'll be 3 points of slashing damage.
Okie doke.
Alright, that is it for the orbital werewolf.
After the orbital And werewolf. It is Saral with Malin on deck.
Will you kindly add the orbital werewolf to that initiative between...
I already did.
Thank you. Saral!
So you want to stop hitting us, right? That's your personal desire. You feel like that?
Well, I mean, it's not the most ideal thing to attack good creatures when you yourself are a good creature. I really don't feel the overwhelming need to murder you.
So
and I
you
would
really just want to go home,
I'd really,
right?
really love to. I left a nice hot dish on the stove. I was ready to eat it, and I got summoned
Can we
here.
share?
Well, I mean, if you want to come visit, visit Grand Forks Heaven, I'm happy to share with you.
I'm coming. Let's go. Let's go now. Okay? You and me together right now.
That's the thing we're doing.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds
great, right?
I'm being told that I have to try to resist you, but we'll give it a shot. Let's see.
No, come on, you're willing. You really want to do this.
I'm being told that
Believe it in your soul.
I need to try to resist. Unfortunately.
Can he roll? No. Can she roll with disadvantage because we are talking about hot dish to a Minnesotan? That should tip it over.
Hot dish. I only had it once when I was in this one plane, and it was a weird plane because there were actual planes. But that's a whole other story.
Oh God, I remember that arc. Jess, go ahead and roll a persuasion check. It would be with disadvantage, but it's hot dish. So it's just a straight
honestly,
roll.
There's nothing I can do. Technically, it's a willing creature, so if she just truly isn't willing at all, it's not going to work. What am I rolling again?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Oh, fuck yeah. Please don't suck. Please don't suck. Please don't suck. Nat 20.
Oh my
29.
God.
Nice. It's the hot dish.
It's on D&D Beyond. You can see it. No cheatsies.
The power of the hot dish.
Power of the hot dish.
She's like, oh, you know what? What the heck? Let's go.
Plane shift.
So you play shift the day
I plane shift with her to her plane. I know like all of them. So
Grand Forks Heaven.
Grand Forks Heaven. We're going. Bye, guys.
Power of hot dish compels you.
So I will tell you what I did. You rolled your persuasion. Nat 20s, unfortunately, are not auto successes, but I rolled a wisdom save against your persuasion check. And she rolled a 7 on the die. Now, she's got a decent wisdom, but it's not that high. So, yeah, she totally... Now, here's the thing. You reach out, you grab her, you guys disappear to Grand Forks Heaven.
Yep.
The blades are still there.
So are these yours?
No. Not with you on the prime material
with
plane.
them.
So
Okay.
she disappears with
That's
you, but the blades are
uncomfortable.
still there.
Are they moving around?
They're kind of hovering where she'd had them.
Mm-hmm.
Adira shouts, "Take the blades!"
Use them to your advantage.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, they're probably being held by
All right,
something.
so Saral, that's going to effectively take you out for the time being. If you have the capability of popping back, let me know.
Yeah, I just spend some points, and then I can get a level 7 spell back, and I can plane shift back again.
Okay. So that is Saral's turn as she pops over to Grand Forks Heaven. That was.
Hey, I gotta get.
Here is suddenly alone on the roof, and is like with the blades, and is like, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing,
Right.
or if it's more good than bad. It's Malin's turn with Leoben on deck.
All right, I'm gonna get me an orbital wear thing.
All right, you've got an orbital wear target.
All right, come here, you little bastard.
I really want hot dish now.
It's good shit.
You have that on the list for this coming weekend, right? Babe?
I just did an at 20 on the orbital wear thing.
Nice.
Okay. So my second attack. 19. Kitty cat dice are on fire tonight.
This dice is on fire.
On fire.
Do you crit on a 19 with your blade now?
I don't think I do.
Okay. Well, it's gonna hit.
Yeah. Alrighty. Unfortunately, no, I do not crit. But that's okay. So that is 3d12.
Nah, 40-12.
Oh, you're right, because it's crit.
Mm-hmm. Actually, and you have brutal critical, don't you? So it's actually
I sure do.
5 die 12 plus your strength twice.
Dear Lord.
He may be a twerp sometimes, but that was a very cool weapon he devised for you.
Yes, he did. My son is a wonderful child. I will keep him.
I mean, legally, you don't have a choice at this point.
Yes, legally, I don't have a choice. See here, this is a lot of math. Got some decent rolls happening. Wow. Okay. So here, when you have to get a calculator, guys.
I had to do that yesterday, but I was working in the
Yeah, you had a lot more. This will not be that high.
the mid triple digits at that point. So
This will not be that high. More's the pity.
more is the well, of course that would be a giant waste on this thing.
Yeah. 66 points of damage.
How do you kill it?
It explodes. It's just like, really? Whack!
Jesus Christ. Boop. All right. So you swing twice, and it just like the first time you cut it like across the middle, nearly severing it in half, and it's still kind of. And you bring it down the other way, and you just kind of cut it into quarters, and it just kind of slides off of itself.
Next!
Jesus. All right, Malin, are you gonna
knew you were
move? Is
gonna-
there anything else you want to do?
Yes, I would like to move, please.
Where would you like to move?
More towards where everybody else is, but
Alright.
I'm not gonna run because last time I ran, I went the wrong way and I almost ended off the board here. So
Odds or evens?
odds.
Evens. You start moving south
Mother.
instead of north.
Okay, well then that's gonna take me off the damn board.
Okay, you are currently off the board.
Where do I put myself?
I just put you on the lip there.
Okay.
Boop.
Like here? Oh, that blows. Okay, I'm over this.
I'm
What-
off the board too.
What is your speed?
Mine?
Yeah.
I can go 35 because I limp.
Okay, so you are currently 25 feet off the board. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put that in the little blue circle.
That's super fun.
All right, after Malin.
Leoben at the bottom of the round.
Okay, I feel like I can't do crap for the blades. And after seeing Malin do a successful combative retreat,
Like she murdered a thing and then just sauntered away, apparently.
cool guys walk away from eviscerations. Anyway,
I mean, she said it exploded, so cool people walk away from explosions.
And I didn't look at it.
And she
so-
didn't look at it.
I'm assuming since all of these things kept showing up nearby, that Charis is more than likely somewhere nearby. So I am going to ready in action to actually cast a spell of the limited spells I can cast. And basically I'm going to stay put, but I'm going to just start screaming out, shouting out, Charis is bad shit! Charis is bad shit!
I'm proud of you, Leo, but way to learn to trash talk. Nice work.
Here for this. Yeah.
You know what? I would like you to make a intimidation roll.
So a straight D20 roll. All right.
Jess, are we still not visible on stream? Because according to me, we are.
I can see us.
I didn't say we weren't visible. I said we're in the wrong spots.
Oh,
It said
fuck.
I'm Malin and Malin is Saral.
You're right. I'm not sure how that happened.
And I got a 7 for my
Switched
intimidation.
like the whole game.
You got a 7 for your intimidation. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for playing. All right. Leoben, is there anything else you're going to do, or are you going to just that?
Well, I'm readying an action to cast a spell.
Okay, sounds good. After Leoben is the top of the round, which is Charis. Correct?
Yes, you can't see me nodding.
I cannot because I am looking at things on my thing. So I'm going to leave the Davis token there just to indicate where the blades are. She is not there.
Sure.
Excuse me?
Well, and I do apologize. I'm ready in action to cast a spell if Charis appears.
Fair enough.
Because I realize when I ready a spell, I gotta kind of
Declare
have
what
a
the thing
trigger
is.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do this. All right, you're a 26 to hit, Kira.
Yes.
The blades swing twice. 25 is going to miss, but the nat 20 is going to hit.
Oh no. Oh no.
Katie, we've had this conversation. If I die, you have my permission to reincarnate me. Please make it something good.
Make it show.
I know you have no control over what it is.
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, all things are kind of cool, so it'll be something cool in some way, right?
I have to check something here.
We won't be evil.
What? Stop. What the actual fuck? Sorry, we're going to re-roll that because I did that wrong.
I have to say, I just looked at the stream and it just changed, but Leoben's person, Brian, you looked like you were like getting ready to film a Queen music video because you're all black behind you and you had like covered. It looked like that's one of the parts from the really long song that the
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody. I could not think of the name of the dang song. I could think of all the lyrics, but
Missed my armor. Wait. Oh no, because it was the blessed part that canceled out crits.
No, you'd still adamantine armor?
No, because I'm wearing the special other armor now. I'm wearing the plate +3.
Yeah, it was the adamantine that canceled crits.
Yeah.
The blessed was the revivify.
Yeah.
Yeah, the higher AC was the trade-off.
All right, so you see the blade slash, one blade slash, and you see Kira kind of duck underneath it, but likewise, this almost the same move. It kind of kitters around and jabs straight kind of down into the niche between your neck, your kind of neck guard and your helm, and it jabs deep into your chest, heart, and lungs for 91 points of force damage.
Well, that's bad.
I mean, maybe I'm happy that your sound is not picking up.
I'm still up.
What?
I'm still up.
Wow, that's impressive. All right.
I'm so glad I took tough as my feat this last time. I have 23 hit points left.
Okay. So yeah, the blade kind of sucks out. Like you feel the searing pain inside of you as you just kind of
I scream.
that gross energy. It's not fun.
Yeah. Kira doesn't usually get too vocal during fights, but there's just a horrible scream.
And you all hear
Fuck me.
You all hear a low, vaguely, you can't really discern tone or tenor laughter kind of permeating throughout. Mocking. That is that. Oh wait, no, that is not that. Hang on. Sorry.
No.
There's more?
Oh yeah.
No more.
Yeah, because that was a bonus action.
No.
It's a bonus action?
Yeah, sure is.
Fuck a duck sideways.
Oh.
Fuck me sideways with a rake.
Ow.
Ah.
Yeah, that's what that felt like. Except through my chest and not other orifices.
Well, yeah.
Hmm.
Not good at all.
Okay, so
My son is currently cackling in the other room, and I don't like that.
Rude.
Drown him.
ground him.
Grounded until he's 18.
What is it? Rude day today? Thanks.
Is it rude day today? All right. I need for Adira, Katie, and Kira. You are just out of range, Leoben. To make a reflex or dexterity saving throw. Sorry, I was playing Pathfinder last night.
Oh boy.
Well, is this against a spell or magical effect?
It is in point of fact, so you may roll with your advantage and bonuses.
That's good because my first roll was a 3.
Oh,
Nobody said
bollocks.
All right, baby, let's do this.
24.
Okay, you will save for half.
22.
You will save for half. Katie,
5.
Advantage.
you will not succeed.
You don't say. I had a good feeling there.
Just checking something out here. All right.
Oh, your son made this character, so it is Rude Day. Thanks, Duncan.
So
This was actually Joe. Joe made this.
Joe made
is-
this
Joe
character.
is Duncan's friend.
Yes. So this
So I can't
giant.
technically.
You can't technically ground him.
Joe.
Oh, that's fair. This bolt
By
of
Joe,
lightning
she's gonna ground Duncan. Just
shoots from the sky, smacking the ground very close to next to Adira as she kind of jumps partially out of the way. And then as it hits the ground, it seems to arc from the ground to Katie and Kira in opposite directions. One seems to kind of leap out towards Leoben, but it falls just short of where Leoben is standing. So those of you who saved will take... Let me do that math. Why can't I do that math? 18 points of lightning damage. Those of you who failed will take 37 points of lightning damage.
Fill up. I have 5
Not
hit
here.
points left.
Okay. I'm so glad Starl's not around. For
All you need is one.
True. I don't like this.
And then they do something else, and they're done.
Okay, I'm totally stress eating Cheetos now.
Yeah, I
Just,
know.
just remember, I actually do like you people.
Do
What do
you?
you say?
I mean,
The
mostly.
one consolation is that they'll run out of spells eventually.
We hope.
Anyway,
And I'm picking up the little pipsqueak and I'm drop kicking it off the end of the earth.
I would not give flat earthers the satisfaction of making this world flat, so unfortunately that is not possible.
That's fair. If she's done trying to murder me somewhat effectively, it's Katie's turn.
Okay, Katie, what do you do?
That's a good question.
Oh, is your control weather concentration?
It is, and I did roll the Constitution saving throw. I did succeed.
Okay, thank you for doing that.
Yes.
So
Yay!
you see as the fires are getting shot up in the air, you see some of the smaller ones that you had originally seen are starting to kind of weaken in strength. You realize that you are succeeding, but it's going to take a few more rounds to get it all done.
Fair enough. I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because, ow, that hurt. I will take that roll result, and then I am going to... How far away is that? Yeah, I should be able to get over there. I am going to move myself over closer to Kira to take advantage of those sweet saving throw bonuses for the future.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yes, that will end my turn.
Alrighty. After Katie.
It's Kira. I could not have just put this in my mouth. Sorry, hang on.
It's fine. It's fine.
Scribbler
Hold
says
up.
hydrate.
You need to hydrate, and you also need to stretch.
Oh, yes, I do.
It's Kira's turn. Adira, you're on deck. So, Kira,
I am still here, but I'm going to stand up and stretch, so I'm going to go off screen for a second.
Kira is, not doing well.
I imagine not, no.
It's real rude. And she, I want to I want to reach out and try to grab the blades.
Okay.
Or not.
I would like you to make an athletics check.
Oh, I'm decent at those. Not what I rolled. Pity, that's a 16.
Okay. You reach out and you grab hold of the blades, and you've got... I mean, you have to kind of drop your... lower... You can grab one, because there's two floating there, so you've got...
Oh, yeah.
So you'd have to lower your weapons to do it. Weapon and shield?
Weapon and shield, I don't want to do that. Never mind. I will... I will Misty Step
Okay.
down to the ground.
Okay.
And I will use my lay on hands to fucking dump 80 hit points into myself.
I mean, fair.
I mean, I don't have anything to do. I don't have a person I can fight. I have no way of fighting this bitch. Can't even really go anywhere without risking going the wrong way. So that's it.
Okay.
That's all I do.
Alrighty. After Kira, there is another low-pitched whistling sound.
This can't be good.
And we're going to roll this kind of randomly. Where am I? I'm right here. Another orbital werebear lands adjacent to Leoben.
Jesus.
And it charges Leoben. Slavering. That's a direct quote. Uh, 15 and 18 to hit you.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it lands and charges towards you, and you kind of glance over your shoulder like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And it starts just, and there's no skill here. It's just raw animal attacking, and you just kind of manage to duck out of the way. It's not super hard for you either. That is its turn. So after that,
Leave it prior to that jumping into the thing that was going to be my turn. So
Yeah, it's Adira's turn. Sorrel is technically on deck, and then Malin.
So Adam, this is the same sort of summoning spell where they have to be able to see where it's landing. Is that correct? Did I understand that correctly?
The werewolves, you're not sure. Like summoning celestials, infernals, fiends, that sort of thing. That's pretty stock standard for like a summoner's toolkit. Summoning werewolves is not really a thing you're aware of.
I'm gonna roll another Arcana check to see if there is a thing that it reminds me of. 25 total. So that I can understand some of the mechanics of it, because basically what Adir is trying to do is triangulate where this person is, based if that logic follows, where this person is based off of where they could see.
What I will tell you, because there's really no way for you to know what this actually is, what I will tell you is that you're fairly certain this isn't a spell.
Okay.
So you're not sure what the rules are. They may not need to have line of sight. This might just be some fucking random effect from their vicinity.
This is like a combat puzzle, and I don't have enough clues. Let's see here.
Well, if she's somehow summoning werewolves, that means they're extraplanar.
Sure.
If they're extraplanar, they've got to come from somewhere. What other extraplanar wolves are you familiar with?
Well, the fun one that I rode.
Right. Also think a little less literal and a little more metaphorical.
Yeah, wolf. Wolf, 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 wolf. Come here, wolf. I don't know. She's trying to get Wolf to come here. I don't remember how we were supposed to summon him. Or just will it into existence?
Well, him, you can't. You don't have a favor from him. You have a favor from the badass Winter Wolf of Doom.
That's what I was thinking. So, hey, badass Winter Wolf, I rode you. Come.
Okay. You call her forth?
Yes.
All right. That is going to take an action.
That's fine.
But you see, kind of above the kind of roof line in the twilight, this snowy circle appears. Think that kind of spinning circle from Doctor Strange, but snow instead of sparks. And you see it kind of, sphincter open, and out steps the giant, gargantuan, in point of fact, Winter Wolf. Who looks down upon you with somewhat of a benign look on their face, looks down at the werewolf, and you see the werewolf just freeze, like literally freeze in place, like an ice sculpture. And then just kind of... And it's not ice shards that it kind of bursts into, but little dusty snowflakes, which rapidly melt because it's high summer.
Do we remember that wolf's name? I don't remember off the top of my head. David doesn't.
I mean, if it's in my notes somewhere, but I'm not going to go digging for it right now.
Okay, so I'm going to address it by name. It says, hello, are you familiar with Charis? If so, we would really love your help. If not, we would still love your help.
She kind of just smiles down at you, and she will... I will add her to the initiative.
Cool. Adira's going to take a 5-foot step toward Kira, hopefully, to take advantage of those sweet, sweet whatevers.
Saving throws?
Yep. Because it's within 10 feet. Is that correct?
Yes, the winter wolf's name is Kryachen.
That's right.
Cryochin?
Cryochin.
There we go. And that will conclude Adira's turn.
Where am I putting the wolf on the initiative order?
I'm getting to that. Gotta find where I stashed her. There she is. Boop, boop, boop. There she is. All right. Cryochin will go at a 21, if you would.
I don't like these bad guys having such good initiative rolls. I'd like to.
This is a good guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed.
Yeah,
Well, bad guys have that doing too well.
Adira got to ride on her back. It was really fun.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
I like that.
They're like BFFs now.
She is a wolf
Yay.
the size of a large horse.
Oh, cool.
And snowy white.
It reminds her all of the good old days.
Right?
Yeah. Ichabod.
Oh, those were the days.
Oh, Fenrir.
I've ridden on horses. I've ridden on.
Brian,
Wolfie.
how do you do a shape in the shape of a circle? Do you remember? Oh, I found it. We're good.
Okay. Like that.
All right, so that is... Oh, fuck. Why can't I... There we go. I should be able to move you. I can't. All right, we're going to have to... Anyway, who's next? I'll figure this out. You...
Raw. And then Malin.
I've poofed and had a round in another world. Has anything happened since I've been in this other plane?
Time moves differently in heaven, so you actually have a delightful meal of tater tot hot dish and a lovely conversation with the Deva.
Hey, do I have time for a small rest while I'm here? A short rest where I can heal some of my butt? You know, that half-hour meal?
Technically, it's an hour.
Well, timey-wimey funsies.
No, you do not get time for a short rest, but...
Hey, I'm wounded and bleeding. You got anything here
she-
to help with that?
She will heal you
Score.
for a whee.
I also have conversations with her, like, do you feel better? Do you still feel compelled? Is there anything else we need to do?
It's the healing power of hot dish.
It is the healing power of hot dish. Heal 23, Saral.
Thank you.
No, she tells you she feels a whole lot better. She's real happy to be back. She really appreciates the ride, because seriously, that was some BS.
What's her name?
Oh, fuck, you're gonna make me come up with a name.
Yeah, she's my new friend.
She is your new friend.
Who I can visit and get more hot dish from. And I will bring treats to her.
Edith.
CBD. I had a character named that because I couldn't come up with a name in time.
Her name is Edith. But with a Y, because fantasy.
Okay, hold on. It's the
ITH.
Yes.
EDYTH. Okay.
Yep.
Edith the Deva, right?
Yep, Edith the Deva.
Put in parentheses hot dish so I remember who the heck this is.
Fair enough.
Which apparently hot dish is 2 words, not one. I always thought it was one. My Chrome is unhappy with words. Okay. So after my lovely little bit of healing, thank God I needed that. I'm squishy. I said, thank you so much. I probably should get back. I hope no one else summons you like that. That was horrible. No one should have their will taken against them.
I know, right? That was just rude.
Horrible. There's one time, the spell made me evil. Really
Oh.
screwed with my friends.
That's not good.
I almost killed them all.
That's really not good.
It was really bad. It's okay. It all worked out in the end. Everybody lived. But it really sucked for a while. Okay, I'm going back to see if these guys need help.
Okay, do you want... Here, let me get you a Tupperware.
Oh, thank you. That'd be so awesome. We'll just put it in my pack. I can have it after the fight. Oh, and I can let my friends try some.
Oh, you know what? Here, let's do this. She didn't cast any spell on you. The hot dish just healed you.
Okay. Okay, so that means I'm bringing healing hot dish back with
So
me.
you're bringing a Tupperware of healing hot dish back with you. There are enough, because she would give enough servings for the entire party.
That is the most Minnesotan thing I've ever heard in my life.
Healing hot dish.
And it's in a Tupperware too.
Yeah. So it
I better
heals.
see this as a
Return that
homebrew
Tupperware.
magic item on D&D Beyond soon. The Tupperware of healing hot dish.
I mean, I'm down.
You gotta return that Tupperware.
You do have to
Make
return
sure-
the Tupperware.
Make sure
though.
she puts her name on the top.
Oh no, it's there. It's got
It's yours.
Edith the Deva, Grand Forks Heaven.
You know, time passes weird, so I can't guarantee exactly when I'm going to get this back to you.
Also, Saral is a being of pure chaos. So there's enough servings for each member of the party, including another serving for Saral.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Six, I believe. Each serving heals 4d6 plus 4.
Okay, hold on. Heals
That is some potent hot dish there.
4d6
No kidding.
plus 4.
Yep.
6 servings. Shut up! I can too spell. Okay. It is now on my digital character sheet in my notesies.
That is
Guys,
hilarious.
it's in my notes if I forget where the heck I put it.
All right, and then are you plane shifting back?
Yes, I'm spending those thingies
Sorcery
to
points.
get sorcery points to get a spell back because that's what I can do, right? That's one of the things I can do.
Yep.
I don't remember how many it is. Is 2? Is that 2 to do? I don't know. How many does it take to get back a spell?
I don't remember how much arcane recovery.
Might be the level of the spell.
No, that's I think how many sorcery points you get from ridding yourself of a thing.
I know I can do this. I just don't remember how.
Yeah,
You
where's
click on your sorcery points, it should tell you.
font of magic?
I have so many sorcery points. I'm a font of magic.
Creating spell slots.
Oh, oops.
Hmm.
You
Oh.
can create spell slots no higher than level 5. This is a level 7 spell. Kai, can I come back now?
I mean, first,
I didn't read the fine print.
first and second level spells, it's the spell level +1 in sorcery points. The next 3 is the spell level +2 in sorcery points. So maybe 6th, 7th, and 8th is the spell level +3 in sorcery points.
I'll spend the points.
I will let you spend the points, but I will also incur a point of exhaustion for doing something that it's not intended to do.
Oh, and we should probably roll on the
Wild magic?
You should roll ones. If you roll one wild magic, but roll for last time and this time. Roll a
Okay.
d20 and see if it's a 1.
It's a d20?
Yep, roll a d20. If you roll a 1, that's when we go to the thingy.
I mean, I got 2 ones, but it's an 11, so you're good.
Okay, did you do it for this time too?
No, you're good. It was a 13 and an 11.
Okay. All right. Okay. Wait. I'm getting rid of 9. No, 10.
10.
Getting 10.
So 10 sorcery points and a point of exhaustion.
Sorcery points. Okay. Point of exhaustion. I don't know where to put that. Okay.
On D&D Beyond, there's the under your
Condition.
hit points under conditions. You can click it,
Yes.
and there should be exhaustion
It goes from deafened to frightened. Doesn't exhaustion
at
start
the
with an E?
very bottom. 'cause
it's down there.
a chart.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you
Okay.
just click the 1.
The 1?
Yep.
I am 1. Oh, that doesn't look so good. Okay, I have a 1 exhaustion. But I'm back. Where
You are back.
Do I Am I back in the same spot where I came from?
That is entirely up to you, actually.
Oh my goodness. Do I remember which buildings were not on fire?
Most of the buildings in the area are on fire.
Okay, I'd probably just come back where I was because
Okay.
that's just easiest perspective-wise.
There's a giant floofy puppy.
The building is on fire, and it wasn't
my fault. Thank you, Harry.
Did we just lose somebody?
Did we?
Yeah, we lost.
Oopsie, but yeah,
Oh, he's back.
But he's back.
back.
He's back. Okay.
Whoa,
Um,
hang on, I gotta get everybody in the right order, though. You're good. Keep talking. I just gotta rearrange some shit.
Is the big floofy thing bad or good?
Actually, to answer this question, for flavor, Adam, could Adira, as it came down, have gotten on its back for old time's sake as part of her movement? Because she hadn't done that. She hadn't used her full movement.
Yeah.
So Adira's riding it on its back, and that hopefully that's your answer.
Can I ride too sometime? Not right now. I don't think now's the right moment, but can I do it too? You're so fluffy.
The wolf just kind of does that dog thing over the shoulder at Adira, like, what?
I know all the best scratchy spots, and I will learn if you don't like that spot. Okay, where's the bad guys?
You see, the blades are there, but that's
You
it.
guys take care of those yet? Okay, fine.
All right, so that was action. You have a move and a bonus.
Saul walks up to the blades and tries to grab one.
All right.
Floats. She flies up.
Okay.
I think they're flying. She was flying in the air before, right?
You took. It is an action to grab. You took an action to cast plane shift, so you are not able to do that this turn.
Oh, okay. I float hover by them in preparation to see if I can. I don't know. See what the hell they're doing because they're shiny and weird.
They are shiny and weird. All right. After Saul.
Malin was lay open on deck.
I need to try to get back on the damn map. So roll me the thing to see if I can get back to where people are.
Odds or evens?
Odds.
Odds it is. You head back.
Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna double move because I can't do anything. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50. Okay, I can get to right there. Okay, I'm at least a little closer to where things are, but that's really all I can do right now.
Okay. After Malin.
Lay open, bottom of the round.
Leoben is going to take a swing at
The wolf is dead.
oh. I thought it was a werebear. That's why I didn't think it was the thing. Okay.
Sorry, I might have said werebear. It is a wolf, and it is dead.
I'm going to attempt to try to observe then and see if I can kind of figure out where this, if there's some sort of, I mean, I realize some of the halfling origination of chaotic laughing of batshitty craziness is all around us, but I guess I'm going to try to see if I can observe anything.
Okay. Make your perception, please.
That would be a 15 because I rolled a nat 1.
You are unable to kind of pinpoint where the laughter is coming from.
Okay. And I'm going to stay put.
Okay.
Although I'm still going to kind of yell out insults and
Tell her she's boring. Chaotic people
they
hate
say
it when you tell her
Charis
she's
was the
boring.
mad bard, but from what I can hear, it's just the bad bard. Woo!
Alrighty.
Okay.
You're a hack.
bored now.
I also have a charisma of 10, so I'm not good at this.
All right.
Just saying. I'm really not good at this.
Top of the round is Charis. The twin blades are going to swing at Cyril.
Oh, this is not good.
Not even in the slightest, no. No.
Anybody else try this and find this out?
Yes, that's why I'm down here now.
Noted.
Yeah.
Well, that was... Fuck me. That was a nat 1, so that one misses, but a 26.
Hey! Well, of course that hits.
So
Kidding
one
me?
of them apparently just misjudges how not tall you are. Actually, you're floating, so like it swings low thinking you're more like a medium size and just fucking misses. Whereas the other one
lights down there.
kind of comes down and cuts across your middle.
Ooh. There's my guts.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, we don't need to roll all those.
Yeah, we do.
No.
You're going to take 18 points of force damage.
Okay. That,
I can live through that. Okay. I'm still up.
So that was
Noted.
that.
Not like shiny blades.
Yeah, they do not like to be touched.
Not touching.
Not touching.
Not touching. No patting.
Not touching.
No petty paws. Oh my god, never mind. Not time.
So there is laughing continuing, and you hear it coming now up from up north and just moving. And you see
mean
this.
for that to be visible?
I did, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not looking at the right screen.
So you see this small halfling just kind of walking up, just... You guys are the fucking best. Oh my god! It's so fucking great.
Small critter.
She... That was her bonus. This is her move. That was her move. You know, the lightning bolt was great, but you know what I love? A classic. And she casts a spell.
Oh, wait.
I love cotton candy, so maybe that could be a thing.
Death by
Oh,
cotton.
no.
Fluffy
We really
pillows.
should take counterspell one day.
You know,
So, a little mote, a little bead shoots from her hand and lands right there and explodes.
Fuck.
Hold on. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna see if that doesn't happen.
Okay.
Counterspell.
Are you within range? Because I don't remember how far counterspell reaches.
60 feet. That's what delayed me because I was looking it up.
Okay. She is casting at a higher level, so I would like you to roll your spell attack, please.
No worries, can do. How's a 36?
Fuck me.
Jesus.
You
Oh, excuse me. 33. 33. I
still
don't want to inflate.
quite ridiculously high. Yeah. She goes, you know what's great? An old classic. And she whips this bead, and you just kind of catch it, and it just crumbles to dust in your hand.
I feed it to the puppy.
That tastes good?
Yeah, no, like immediately the wolf, and you hear this kind of low feminine voice. That was disgusting. Please don't ever eat fireball guano.
Katie just breathes a huge sigh of relief.
Me too.
And you see she kind of, well, that was rude.
Adira just gestures around at all the fires and says, "And this wasn't?"
Oh,
Did
this
you
is just
realize it's
fair
Rude
point.
Day?
Fair point.
this is just happy fun time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that was just happy fun time.
Anyway, that is her turn.
It is the Wolfie's turn, and then Katie is on deck.
You see the wolf kind of Are you sure you want to Adira? Are you sure you want to come with me? I'm going to go say hello.
Oh, I'll be safe on your back.
She moves to there. Actually, I don't think she even needs to do that. Let me just check something here. Yeah, she doesn't even get that close. She moves over here to kind of leave room for the fightery types to get up in the business. And you see she kind of just opens her mouth and cold breath just spills out over her. She is going to make a save. I have to read something real quick. Okay, cool. All right. Breathes on the space, and you see the little halfling just let out a shriek of pain. As I roll some damage. There it is. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage. Okay.
We remember.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Good point. Yeah, so yeah, you see the... And the breath kind of rolls over her, and she's like, oh, that's not... Ow, really? That's cold!
Welcome to Minnesota, bitch.
That is
Don't fuck with our hot dish, bitch.
That is Cryochin's turn.
Katie then, with Kira on deck.
All right. Katie, as a bonus action, is going to wild shape into an earth elemental.
Very cool.
Ooh, okay. All right.
And I still have 30-foot speed, which should be plenty to get me there. Yeah. I'm just gonna move up here.
You are now large, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna punch for the fences.
Swing! Bada. All right, roll the hit.
Do. Ooh, not great. 16?
Yes, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Alrighty then. 19.
Oh man, you are a lucky bastard. So you swing and you impact on the form of this small halfling, this disastrously chaotic, evil halfling. And it impacts, and you feel the impact on your fist, and you watch her react, but she reacts just a hair too slowly. And in that moment, you see right through her, and I mean that literally.
All right. I immediately start ignoring the tiny halfling, and I start looking around to see if I can spot the real halfling.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception roll, please.
Okie dokie. Oh, there we go. That's what I like to see. 28.
Jesus fucking Christ. You cast about, and like between the fire and the, cries of the villagers, who are a little less freaked out now that the fire seems to be somewhat contained, so things have kind of died down to some degree. You see to the kind of northwest a faint greenish glow that is an oddity. It's very faint. It's very subtle. One could not be blamed for missing it, as one might not have seen it if they weren't actively looking for something.
What direction was it out? Was it just out of curiosity?
Northwesterly. From basically the direction that the illusion had walked from.
And then I guess, since Katie's an earth elemental, she's going to shout out in Terran, "This halfling is a fake. The real one's to the northwest."
Does anybody speak Terran?
Where are languages on this thing?
I apparently have no languages. I think I need to fix that.
So what you hear is the sound of somebody banging rocks against gravel. I mean, you tell me what Terran sounds like.
Garignac, 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 Garignac.
I figured that nobody would actually understand what she was saying, but I think that's almost funnier.
It is. Does that end your turn, Katie?
Yes, that will end my turn.
All right, who is next?
Kira's next. Sorry, I was trying to pull up the list of who's after Kira.
No worries.
After Kira, Adira, you're on deck.
I would like Kira to go ahead and make a perception check, please.
Me too.
All right, now make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. You saw Katie as a big old rock elemental pound this little halfling into the ground. It winces in reaction. You see blood kind of spewing out of her face. But then Katie's like, Katie can swing twice. But for some reason, Katie stops. And you don't know why. I will say, as far as you are concerned, that is her still there. However...
Yeah, I'm not really concerned about her right now.
Fair enough.
Can I see the blades up by Saral?
Yes.
I cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. Make a spell attack, please.
What's 15 plus 9? 24?
That is 24. And yeah, you look up. What does that look like when you cast a Dispel?
I don't know. She's just frustrated and almost got killed and then just saw Saral get gutted. So it...
Okay. So you hold up your Zaratsu holy symbol and this light kind of beams out from it. And you see it impacts on the kind of central in the blade. Like it doesn't hit both blades. It just kind of explodes in between the two of them. And when the light kind of dims and fades, they're gone.
God. Are you okay?
That could have gone worse. Thank you.
Yeah, I almost died before you came back.
Yeah, I'm guessing somebody else probably did what I did and it didn't go well.
Yeah, I tried that. That's why I'm down here and almost died. Cool. That is my action. I guess I'll move up.
Okay.
Assuming that I move in the right direction.
Odds or evens?
Evens.
You move in the correct direction, so you may move yourself.
So I'll move there.
Okay.
That's it for me. Adira is up with Saral on deck.
All right, Adira, perception check.
25.
All right, and now wisdom save.
This is against a spell effect, correct?
Correct.
Okay, let me get that. All right.
Should have had advantage on that wisdom save then, I forgot.
27.
Kira, you can go ahead and re-roll if you want, or roll your advantage. 27?
27.
You did see the slow reaction time of the illusion, and now you know it is an illusion.
Can I do a similar thing where I look for the real culprit?
Yes.
Sweet. I shall do so. And I will not look at the one that fell off the desk. I shall look at this one, which was not bad. 23.
You kind of casting about, looking around, you do not see anything that draws your attention.
All right, well then Adira is just going to announce that that thing is an illusion. Don't bother fighting it, but it probably can cast... Oh! Done that. Yeah, she can't do anything else. It probably can cast spells, so it is still dangerous. So, yeah. And then she's going to hold her action until she sees something that is very clearly Charis, or what she would perceive as being very clearly Charis, at which point she will wub it.
Okay.
Tired of this running shit.
All right, Malin, you're up.
No, Saral is up,
Saral,
and then
sorry.
Malin.
Okay, got it.
All right. So no players are within 5 feet of me because she's actually on the ground, right?
Correct.
Okay. So to start this shindig, Saral is gonna cast Investiture of Flame.
Sure.
Did I say it right?
You
I
did,
don't know if I
yes.
did. Cool. All right, I'm gonna cast that. I'm all the flamey glory goodness. So I now clearly heard that is this thing's an illusion.
You did, yes.
All right. Is the crazy wind still happening?
Yes, it is.
So the big up-force wind. Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Sarl's gonna fly really high in this process. Sarl's fly speed is 20. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna fly to there. I'm gonna try to fly to there.
Odds or evens.
Odd?
That is an odd number. You're good.
Score.
The odds are ever in your favor.
I fly there. To change thingies. Alright, now, how much do I get blown up? Because I was at roof height before.
True. Well, make an acrobatics or athletics check. Actually, we'll go with straight athletics.
I liked acrobatics better.
Yeah, I know.
Because I had no strength. 6.
So you get blown up about 20 feet.
Oops. So I was already like 20.
You were about 15 feet in the air, so you're about 35 right now.
Okay, so I'm 35 feet up. From this vantage point, do I see any other evil little halflings?
Go ahead and make a perception check, please.
That's persuasion, not perception. There we go, perception. 20.
You do not see anything that draws immediate attention.
All right, I am a flaming beacon in the sky.
Beacon in the sky with Saral.
That is, I think, all I can do, really.
All right. Malin.
Alright, so now I know that little blip is an illusion. I'm still gonna come closer.
Okay.
It's gonna put me here-ish, and I'm just gonna do a perception check, see if I can figure out where the hell the little bastard is.
All right, make a perception check, please.
Oh, I don't know nothing. I rolled oh, I have a +7. That's still bad. I have 12.
Yeah, you don't have any idea
I have no clue.
Yeah, you have no clue.
I don't think there's anything I can do to that illusion. Yeah, I don't think I can't dispel the illusion. Hitting it's not going to help. I'm going to hold an action until we see something that's hittable.
Sounds good. After Malin.
Yeah, Leoben at the bottom of the round.
Leoben's gonna try and shadow step over to there.
All right. Odds or evens, sir?
Odd.
Man, luck is in your favor. You are fine.
Okay. I heard them kept yelling, saying the halfling was an illusion, so I'm not going to worry about that. I think I'm going to take my action to hide,
Okay.
because it was a bonus to
Yep.
port.
Yep.
I got a 26,
Okay. You are very well hidden.
and then I'm going to actually, for my move, slide down and superhero monk landing down to there.
Because you have slow fall, so you're good. I don't think I can... Well, I mean, you're fine. Fuck it. I'm not too worried about it. You're down there.
I can fall like 40 feet.
Yeah.
Well, and also there's the wind.
Oh, yeah. And there's that. You are fine. All right. That end your turn, Leoben?
Yeah, that'd be everything.
Okay. You see the little illusion is like, I am just as real as... Okay, you got me. I'm not fucking real, but, you know... And she is going to cast... on... We're going to go with... Well, let's see. She's an agent of chaos. She's going to do one of these. I'm rolling randomly to see who she casts this on.
She's giving Agents of Chaos a bad name. Just saying.
So, Malin, this is cast on you.
Cute.
I need a con save from you.
Okay. Put my glasses back on. 19.
Cool. I'm just fucking reading the spell, Jesus. Okay, so you are going to take a bunch of damage.
Okay.
So that is 52 points of necrotic damage.
Ew.
Oh, no. Hang on. That is 26 points of necrotic damage because you made the save.
Yes.
And because you made the save, your hit point total is not reduced.
Good. That's happened, and I don't like.
Yep. Alrighty. So that is what she does.
Oh, are you sad you're not a real girl?
Kinda, yeah. It would be a lot more fun if I was real.
Can't have everything. It's sad.
That is what Charis does. Who's next?
I think it was the wolf.
The wolf, and then Katie.
All right, the wolf is going to make a perception check, and she's going to use her honker, her nose, because she gets advantage on that.
Honker.
Yes.
Apparently.
So you see her kind of put nose to the... It's a little hard because the wind's shooting up past her, but she's going to do it. hey, go you. Where's your perception? So here's the best part. Fuck. Here's the best part. She puts nose to the air, and then you see her just throw her head up and howl. This long, loud, mournful, beautiful howl. In that moment, in your head, Adira, you hear, this is going to probably feel a little weird.
Fuck it, I'm down.
And you see, standing in her place, as her body and Adira on top of her, morphs into an ice statue. As she appears right there. And I will ping so you can see where right there is.
Oh.
And I need to see what kind of action that is. I imagine it's at least... Okay. So that is actually a move action for her. So she is then going to see if that recharges.
See, I distinctly remember that being a move action because I remember her doing that and then royally fucking us over in the same round.
Yep. So she then lets loose another cold breath, and it wafts over this tent right here. And for the stream, I will move it momentarily. I'm going to figure out some damage quick. And she doesn't know it's coming, so I'm going to give her that. Oh, poor her. Not really. All right. So, Adira, what you hear is a loud, drawn-out scream of pain. Very real. Coming from inside that tent as that cold mist kind of wafts over the tent. And you hear just like the happiest, almost full-on golden retriever voice. Found her!
Good puppy! Good puppy!
That is Cryochin's turn.
Katie's turn with Kira on deck.
All right. Since Katie's an earth elemental, she's going to use her burrow speed.
Nice.
And just kind of jaunt over this way. With a double move.
Okay.
And since I had a double move to do that, that's going to be all I can do this round.
All right. After Katie.
Kira, can I see which of the tents is frosty?
From your vantage point, that would be difficult. You do have a broom of flying, though.
I will hop on my broom of flying.
Okay.
And I will fly my 50 feet.
Okay. Once you're kind of up above the buildings, you can see which tent is frosty.
Which tent is frosty?
Yep.
No, which one is it? This one?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're actually asking me. I should maybe give that information. Yes, that is correct. That is the correct one.
Is she able to fly okay with the weather?
Actually, lifting off is actually really easy. Strong winds. Go ahead and make an acrobatics or athletics. I will allow you to choose. Since it's a broom and not your wings.
16.
You're fine.
Not bad. Not bad.
I would like to... That's my move. I would like to Misty Step into the tent.
Okay. Bonus action, Misty Step. You're in the tent.
She in there?
She in there.
I fucking take her ass apart.
All right.
At least I try. We'll see what actually happens.
Those of you who are still in the kind of village square area, when she got hit with the cold breath, you see the illusion drop.
That is a 29 for the first attack.
That is going to hit.
That is a 28 for the second hit.
That is also going to hit.
I'm assuming she's neither fiend nor undead.
You are correct. She is neither fiend nor undead.
I have switched to wielding one-handed, so hang on, I need more d8s. Because I can't use the d10s anymore. Do you need radiant damage separately?
Nope, you can just roll all the fucking things together.
First hit is 17 points.
Okay.
And then I will dump some spell slots into the smite for the second one.
Okay.
Did she? When I hit her the first time, does it look right?
Yes, when you hit her the first time, because you're using the hammer, yeah.
Yeah.
When you're using, you bring it straight down, and she gets hit and reacts like she just got hit by a fucking hammer.
Excellent. You are a bit and a pain in my goddamn ass.
Good.
I don't like you, and you should really die. Again.
You can certainly try.
I know. Thank you.
Why do you sound like me? That's not okay.
Okay, so regular one, automatic one.
I know he's like running his other stream right now, but Nick is crying out for a dick punch right now.
Yes, I would like to do that.
It is dick punch o'clock.
Because of the phrase that you just said. Just saying.
Oh, that's fair. 16.
Mr. I can certainly try. That's.
Oh, yes.
32 points of damage on the second hit.
Ow! That stings!
Good.
I don't like you.
I don't like you either.
It's supposed to sting. That's the
Crawl
point.
back into the hole you came out of.
It's a spoon, it'll hurt more. Anyway, that was the energy
Don't
I
you
got
twit.
off of that.
I'm here for it. That is Kira's turn. Adira, and then Saral is on deck.
Okay, Adira is going to. Where does the tent open? Does it open out towards the street? That seems logical to me that it would.
This side.
Cool. Wait.
Why are you moving me? Oh, thank
because
you.
your aura is in my way.
I'm not sorry.
Adira's going to whip into the tent as well.
Okay.
Odds
or evens? I forgot to. No, I made Kira.
You did not make me this last time.
Odds or evens, Kira? You know what? I fucked up. That's on me. I'm not going to retroactively do it. Adira?
Odd.
You're good.
Cool. And then she's gonna blast with an repelling blast, the little fucking thing out the door.
Okay. She's like,
on
I
her
don't
third
like you.
hit.
I don't like you either. You appear. Oh, fuck.
And so the
You're
idea
not
is
gonna like me.
Yeah, just wait till we all trounce on her.
get her out of the tent. Lowest I got, sorry, one of those fell on the floor. Not 20. Lowest I got was a 24.
You're going to hit.
For all of them? Okay, cool. And then I have one nat 20 on there. So let me quick do damage. 17, 27, 30, so 45 points of force damage, and she only one of those hits had a repelling blast, so she's moved 10 feet outside of the thing, which technically would put her off the map, I guess, but
It does not matter. How do you describe your kill for me?
yeah, baby. Adira just shows up, and after she says, "Oh crap," whatever she said, for there's another one. Adira just says, "I really hate when magic users abuse their magic," and the first two, I think, would like catch this little creature in the chest, like kind of like, you know, you get hit like with a bullet, like
Yeah.
in one shoulder, and then the other you kind of go backwards, and then the second one just takes this little thing's fucking head off.
And with
Like-
that, she slumps to the floor.
Fucking A, was this the real one? For Jesus.
And with that, we are going to go on a quick 10-minute break.
I'm gonna guess that means it was the real one.
I hope so.
So we'll be back at, it is, according to my watch, 9:09. We'll be back. Let's just go straight 9:20.
Sounds good.
So yeah, we'll be back about 9:20, everybody. I'm going to throw up an ad while you all are there, so go pee, do your thing. We'll be back. Hello, everybody. We are back. Thank you for sticking around through the break. We are going to jump into post-combat mode.
We lived.
The gusting winds eventually do snuff out the residual fires. There is some property damage, but honestly, like, not nearly as much as there could have been. There are some... Once the fires kind of go out, there are some kind of townsfolk. You hear them... You're all kind of standing in and around the tent. You hear several townsfolk kind of heading out and looking at the giant statue of the winter wolf with the woman, the ice sculpture of the winter wolf and the woman on its back in kind of the city square, whereas there's others that are coming out to just kind of, not even coming out, they're just goggling at the giant fucking winter wolf standing in the street. What do you guys do?
Loot the body! Loot the body!
We loot the body.
I was waiting for that.
I have a feast when we want to. When you're ready. I brought back hot dish.
She holds up this weird container made out of something that's like you can see through it, but it's not glass. And there seems to be some kind of food inside.
Good.
Who is looting the body? I suppose it doesn't matter. You are. I'm just going to write it down anyway. All right. Here is what you find on Charos's body. A circlet. A wand. A cloak. And an empty potion bottle.
I believe once we were to find an appropriate time, Madeira would do all, like, identify that in a short rest.
Well, that very much depends on what you guys decide to do next. So that is the items that you pull off of her corpse.
Do any of the summoned creatures, do they disappear at the end of their summoningness, or are they still around?
You would either, I believe, I believe you killed all the summoned creatures that were on the board.
I think we're asking about bodies to loot.
Oh, gotcha. Yes, the extraplanar werewolves, their corpses are gone.
Okay.
Honestly, they didn't have anything anyway. So.
Well, if you're going to identify stuff, I would like to definitely do a short rest if that's okay.
Can I take a nap?
I take a nap right here.
Madeira would need to do a short rest regardless to recover her spells, other than her ritual spells, but yeah.
The winter wolf kind of sticks around while you guys are deciding what to do, but as things are kind of calm again, and people are now starting to come out with a little bit more bold curiosity, she looks at Adira and, I think it is time for me to take my leave. I don't care for people.
That's fair. Quick question before you go. What do you know of, and then Adira name drops whoever the person in that wintry wasteland island thing is. I don't remember her name.
Isravela.
Isradela.
What do we know of Isradela? Vela, whatever.
She is... I rolled really well. Give me a second. Well, she is... Charis was quite mad, as you could see. Isravela is also quite mad, but you will find her madness to be a little bit more cold and calculating. She prefers to play games in a much more long form. She's quite powerful, also a spellcaster. I know you absolutely love fighting them. But likely as not, she would, from what I understand of her, she would find as many allies as she could muster to her aid in a very short amount of time, and see if they could do her fighting for her.
Willingly or unwillingly? Her allies, that is.
Willingly if possible, but she's not above forcing people to do her bidding.
Do you know what type of magic she favors? So we can prepare ourselves?
She is partial to fire and lightning.
Fire and lightning.
Well, shit.
Wonderful. Is that a question, Saral?
It is, but I just realized it, and then I realized it's not necessarily this moment that it should be asked.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay. Fire and lightning. Well, thank you for the intelligence. And thank you for your help.
She kind of inclines her head, and you don't even get off. She just like the portal opens up beneath her, and she just kind of sinks into it, and you find yourself just standing on the ground.
I hope I get to ride her again. It's fun.
It looks like a lot of fun. I didn't get you.
Sorry.
Maybe next time.
You see a kind of fastidious-looking male halfling wearing like a waistcoat, a little bit like soot-covered and singed, move up to the party. Approaches Adira, kind of side-eyeing everybody else. Not like it's not like the stink eye. It's just kind of like, I don't know who to talk to, and they're in a nice dress, so I'm gonna go talk to them. And he kind of walks up and he says, "Can I ask what just happened?"
You want the long version or the short version?
Whatever one is going to not make me more worried.
Very powerful, insane halfling came back from the dead and did all these bad things, and we have since re-killed her.
Right, so the darkness is not her doing, then?
Not exactly, but we're working on it.
Right.
She's attached to the event that caused the darkness, but she was not the direct cause itself.
Got it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
At least as much as I think I'm going to. So you are... Right. Are you hungry?
Adira looks down at her stomach and realizes that hunger is not something that she ever really experiences, but sure. Yes, we could use food.
Good. I figure the least we can do is feed you for saving our city.
I remember that there was some very fine lobster in this area.
We'll see what we can find for you.
Also, maybe beds so we can take a nap after.
Yes, of course. Again, it's the least we can do. I presume your large wolf friend is not joining us.
No, she has gone back to where she needs to be.
Okay, he seems very relieved by this fact. So he kind of turns around and he gestures, and you see a couple of what appears to be like halfling guards move up, and he issues a few orders, and he says, "If you would come with me," and he leads you through the streets of Impriest. I assume you go with. Okay.
As we walk,
Yeah.
I look at the party and go, wait, wasn't Jarsis the one who was supposed to have my hair clippies?
I mean, we have your hair clippies.
The hair clippies were consumed.
Oh, I thought for some reason last game I thought like each of the bad guys had one of the things
But
that
they
Well,
were no
and-
longer magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're no longer magical, but the stuff was still there.
So retcon, on her body you find the 5 hair clippies, but they have no longer retain any magical power.
don't give a shit. They're mine.
I know. you reclaim your hair clippies?
Reclaim my hair clippies.
Okay.
Dare you sully these? Clean them. Prestidigitation them right away.
There's like a rime of frost on all of them because the fucking air, the cold breath.
Yeah, it's okay. I prestidigitation them right away. And
Okay. Put them back
place
in.
them in their appropriate locations.
All right, so he leads you through the city into to a fairly good-sized estate. The estate itself is, I mean, it's made for halflings, but it looks like it was also, there are areas that are clearly designated for larger folk. Even still, like Malin, like it is made to accommodate medium-sized creatures, but you are finding it to be quite cramped. Like, you're not quite having to duck under the ceiling, but there's a few, like, sconces and lamp fixtures that you have to kind of move your head around.
Like, it's like, Gandalf in the Hobbit hole.
A little bit, yeah. Or, like, me in any basement in any house made before 1950. The estate itself appears to have been largely untouched by the happenings of the thing, although you do see as he's going, like, as he kind of leads you through the city, you do see him like stopping periodically. The fires are all pretty much out at this point. People are kind of standing on the street staring at their home. Whenever there's a place that like the fires were worse or whatever, he does stop, and you do hear him speaking in rapid halfling. Leoben, you speak halfling. You do hear that he's basically stating that they should come to his estate. And pretty soon, like, as you guys are walking, there's a mad entourage. There's a fairly significant entourage of displaced halflings and other creatures as well. Other species, whatever, as well. And so he kind of goes in up through the thing, and he turns to the lot of you and he says, "I'm going to leave you in the care of my steward. I'm going to take care of all of," and he kind of gestures at the displaced individuals, and make certain that there's places for them to sleep until we can figure out other accommodations. And so he steps away, and you see another halfling, slight halfling woman, approaching her middle years, just kind of moves up and very looks at the lot of you and says, "All right, food, sleep. Is there anything else I can do for you?"
The above.
All of the above. Yes, of course. I'm happy to accommodate you. She kind of looks over at Malin. Unfortunately, I think even our largest bed is going to be a little too short for you.
It's okay. I've slept on the floor before. I will sleep on the floor again.
I will make up a very comfortable floor spot for you. Very good. I will take you to where you can freshen up and rest for some time, and I will have meals brought to your room. I assume you are tired enough that you do not wish to dine in the dining hall.
That would be appreciated.
Of course. And you see she kind of busily moves up the stairs. It's interesting because the stairs, there are actually two sets of stairs in this kind of grand staircase in one. There's one kind of smaller one that is clearly made for small folk, and there's one next to it that is made for taller folk. So it's not like, I mean, most of us have walked up really tiny stairs like made for kids. That's kind of what the halfling stairs are like, whereas the taller ones are more for medium-sized creatures. They're still a little smaller than like your standard, but not by much. And she leads you up into the kind of upper levels and into a what appears to be kind of more of chambers than an actual like one single bedroom, where there's a number of rooms kind of off to the side. There's a small like gathering area in the center filled with like cushions and whatnot. There's off to the side, there's like a place to like clean yourself up. There's a watering basin or a water basin. As you see, she walks in, she actually walks up and taps the water basin twice, and you see it start to kind of very faintly glow, an orangish color. And as she turns around, she's like, give that a few minutes. Once the orange color fades, it will be cool enough to touch. The water will be warm, however. And she turns to Malin and says, she kind of gestures to the center space. She's like, this actually might be the most comfortable place for you to sleep if you wish.
That would be fine.
Very good. And she kind of disappears, comes back literally less than a minute later with a giant, like, she's overfilled with medium-sized creature blankets and pillows, which she kind of, like, laboriously waddles into the room and put, like, she kind of drops them, but then you see she very efficiently, like, lays them out so that, you know, you have a kind of a palette of sorts. In the meantime, you kind of explore the offshoot rooms are all kind of individual bedrooms. They're all made so that multiple people can sleep in rooms if they want, but there's enough that other than Malin, the rest of you can have a room.
Kira is like, as we're walking in to just that central room, like Kira's already starting to like undo the armor straps, like just get this off of me.
Okay.
And once she has removed her armor, is just gonna first semi-comfy looking spot she sees is just gonna take a nap. We don't feel so great.
So you kind of plop down on one of the, because again, it's kind of a big round central area, and Malin's kind of pallet takes up one side of it. You kind of plop down on one of the short couches and try to curl up, but you've just had a big fight. You had a lot of adrenaline going. You almost fucking died. You're tired, but you're wired.
You want hot dish first?
I don't know what that is.
It'll make you feel better. And it's tasty.
I also don't know when our host is bringing food, and I don't want to be rude and like have already eaten.
I promise this will make you feel better.
Okay.
I give her a portion of that.
Kind of like pokes at it. It's like,
it's amazingly, it is still warm.
It's warm
like
to eat.
very suspiciously puts a bite in her mouth. Like, what even is this?
It's delightful, savory, amazing.
Oh, that's nice.
Wholesome as fuck.
Eat it.
Now I
Eat it.
kind of want it. I'll be honest. I kind of want a tater tot.
I just made some last week too, and now I want more.
You're required to make some when I come up because you didn't make any this last time.
You're right. I didn't, and I will.
You made me egg bake instead. So yeah,
that sounds good too. But
it was good. So Carol just sit there and just kind of like the 100-yard stare. Just this hot dish, like so.
So 46.
4d6 plus 4.
All right. Should I roll or should she roll?
You should roll.
Okay. I'm rolling the 4d6. Roll. Oh, that was nice. 16 plus 4, 20. You heal 20 hit points.
Oh, take it.
nice.
That is not too bad.
I'm still down almost 60 hit points, but I'm better off than I was.
Yes, it'll make that sleep even more useful.
And you find after you eat this very filling portion of hot dish, whatever the fuck that means, you are like the tired, like, again, it's that kind of wired energy was kind of thrumming through you, but now after you finish eating, you're like, oh no, I can sleep. This is a thing.
Better. I take a nap right here.
Okay, you take a nap right there. Okay.
Saul tries to foist hot dish on others as well.
When she does fall asleep, I'll just take my little winter blanket out just to put it around her.
Okay. Do the rest of you indulge in hot dish?
Adira's
Yeah.
gonna hold off.
It looks
'cause
delicious.
Adira's
now-
gonna hold off.
Adira wants lobster.
Adira wants lobster, and she took actually because we had some temporary hit points. She took very little damage in that. So
Yeah, admittedly, Leoben will take a portion of hot dish as well as all the crab legs, because
Okay. Oh, okay. 18 for Malin. Nice. Oh, can we just say that does not count? There was
Oof.
so many ones. Wait, I have something.
It
I
won't,
changed
it
the
won't
dates.
work on an item.
Oh, it doesn't work on an item.
Nope.
all right, just give that one to Adira then.
But I feel so bad. I'm so shit. It's only.
That's okay. It's gonna bring her up to full.
Give it.
It's
give it
11,
to Adira
11
and then-
hit 11 hit points.
Okay.
Great. That Adira is capped out.
7 plus 4. All right, I'm gonna try better for Leoben here. Okay.
truthfully,
Don't
Leoben, with the short rest, he didn't. need a
Okay,
buff, but
he's at 18 now though.
he's good.
Beauty will take a serving too.
Okay, well done. I had to push the buttons again.
You're all successfully voiced hot dish on everyone.
Whoa, 22 for you.
Nice.
Oh,
There's one serving left for you, Saral.
Yeah, Thrall might as well eat.
We're gonna say that the reason why Adira only had 11 hit points is because she ate a third of it, and not because it wasn't really good, but because she's saving room for lobster.
So yeah, as you guys, the food does arrive. It's nothing fancy. It's not like a big, table laid out with all the trimmings and whatever. But there's all manner of seafood here, lobster, crab, whatever floats your boat. Some veggies just to kind of round things out. The one thing it is missing is there's no starch, which you're definitely getting with the hot dish.
Yeah, I think Leoben is going to embrace his hungry teenager mode and just devour.
Eat all of the crab legs.
And then once he is full, like Thanksgiving dinner full, he'll then probably just pass out.
Yeah, as to borrow a phrase from an old comedian, dinner isn't over when I'm full. Dinner is over when I hate myself.
Sleepy time.
Right.
As they are going to sleep, I think Adira will probably have Gregory take off her jacket and take her staff, so it just kind of looks like she did it looks like her robe kind of floats away and then hangs on top of her staff of power and just stands there in the middle of everything, and she'll start identifying the spells, literally just sitting and leaning against the staff as Gregory is holding it up.
All right.
I love that.
That is funny. Malin, after you eat the hot dish, do you just pass out, or are you sticking around to figure out what the stuff is?
Nope, I'm passing out. I need a short rest.
Well, and that's my question for everybody as Adira starts to identify, are you taking a short or a long rest?
I would really like a long rest.
Take a long rest.
I'm here for a long rest.
You guys shouldn't have eaten.
I'm fine with whatever.
Okay. So we're going to go through the gear real quick.
Are we taking a long rest then?
That's what I'm hearing. Go ahead and give yourselves the benefits. We're going to do something real quick, but go ahead and give yourselves a long rest. All right, so what do you start with? There's a circlet, wand, cloak, and an empty potion vial.
Unless it matters, if we're gonna get interrupted or something like that, just go through the list in the order that you just did it.
All right, there is a circlet called a Circlet of Concentration. It is a legendary magic item. You have advantage on Constitution saving throws that you make to maintain your concentration on a spell when you take damage. You are able to concentrate on 2 spells at once.
Oh.
If you make a saving throw to maintain concentration, you must roll for each spell individually.
Okay.
If you cast a 3rd spell that requires concentration, You may choose which of the previous two you would like to stop concentrating on.
Fancy pants.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yep.
The wand is a wand of the War Mage +3.
Okay.
The cloak is a cloak of displacement.
Cool.
The vial looks like it contained a potion at one point, but no longer does, and therefore no longer has a magical aura to detect.
Okay, cool.
So,
Fancy
that
pants.
is that. All right, so. And after you identify these things, I assume you also go take your rest?
Actually, a deer only needs a short rest to basically get everything back. And in that 7 hours, I think what she would like to the remaining 7, I suppose it would be the remaining 6 hours, because I'm going to assume it takes about a half an hour to do all that other stuff, 6.5 hours.
Sure.
She is probably going to see if there is a library nearby that she can start researching the power structures of the kind of wasteland that exists up there, because we know it's not very heavily populated, but like, what are the politics? Who are the cast of characters that we might see aiding this evil person?
Okay. Go ahead and there is a library in the mayoral estate. Words are hard. I would like you to go ahead and make a history check. You may roll with advantage because you have access to the library.
21.
Okay.
If you don't have it off the top of your head, you don't need to tell me now, but we can, if you plan for that, then we can go into that.
We'll get back to that in a moment.
Sounds good.
The rest of you, with the exception of Katie, because Katie, you're full on elf, yeah?
Yes.
So you only rest for 4 hours.
Yep.
My brain just went. Okay. You know what? I need to do a stretch and a reset. Schmoopsy, why don't you pitch for your thing for a second? I'm going to step away for just a moment.
Okie dokie. So, for those of you watching who may not know it, I also have a streaming channel. It is Seven Tail Fox. Tail is Tale, like the stories, because that's what we like to collect there. We play stories. There's games that have really cool built-in stories, like Tales of series. We're playing through Tales of Arise right now, and I really got to find another time to stream the next episode, because, boy, it's been a while. But we also play games where we get to create our own stories, like Sea of Thieves, which we haven't streamed yet, but by God, I'm going to stream it one of these days. I swear, because it's a fun game. So feel free, come by, hang out, join us, share a story or two. We'd love to have you.
It's a good stream.
It's a lot of fun. Your narration as you go along is quite humorous.
Well, thank you.
I enjoy it.
I do try.
Really.
Even if you can stomach the puns, because there are puns.
So many puns.
There are some horrible puns.
There are some really bad puns, and there are some really bad fashion choices for my in-game characters. It's wonderful.
So bad. So bad.
Double eye patch. That's all I'm going to say.
No. I still veto.
All right. Sorry about that. Needed to stretch my back. And I needed a second to think. Katie,
Yes.
during your 4 hours of trance of rest. You find that you have, like, you don't usually dream. Sometimes you can have sort of meditative visions, but very rarely do you actually dream. One of the reasons why elves have such a great resistance against sleep and everything like that is because they don't. So anytime that you have anything like that, it's much more of like a meditation. It's much more of like a vision, that sort of thing. Your meditations during the course of your dreaming are very unsettled. You have a sort of vision of moving through the woods as a child, tagging along with your mother and your stepfather on a hunt, and you weren't really a child then, but you were younger. And as you guys are moving along, the two of them get more and more agitated, and keep moving faster and faster, moving ahead of you, and you keep calling for them to slow down, but they don't. And soon you're moving alone through the woods, and you know you were hunting some game, but now you have this distinct feeling that you are being hunted. And as you pull out of your trance, you have this moment of kind of this, oh, okay, thank God, it was just a vision. And you kind of glance around and you realize that, everybody in the room, like Kira and Malin are both, well, did you choose a room or did you just meditate right in the kind of common room?
Probably wherever was kind of closest, most convenient, out of the way, and quiet.
Okay. So you're kind of on the like circle of couch cushions and whatnot that kind of make up the central space. Malin's on one side, sleeping very soundly. Kira's kind of off on one side, and you're just kind of sitting perched there. Everything in this room is still and quiet, and you know that Adira was planning on, like, Adira's not there. She was gonna go to the library, and Leoben went off to one of the bedrooms. And so you kind of glance over and you see, Kira sleeping soundly, Malin is sleeping soundly, and you see a third shape. Kind of shadowy, standing near the fireplace, which is off because it's, summer. Not being used because it's summer. And you get the distinct impression that it's looking at you. Kind of through the shadowy mass, there's a flash, like when you open a door on a cat in the dark and you see their eyes flash, reflect back at you. Once it... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think I'm going to quickly cast Druidcraft to instantly light the fire.
Okay. You go through the motions to cast the spell, and nothing happens. And you hear kind of a low, "You're not used to dreaming. The rules are different here."
Different how, Mr. Dream Person?
You see the shape moves forward and kind of goes through the motion of like casting back a hood, but you don't see a hood. You just kind of see shadows falling away. And you see a man, human, fairly tall, kind of ashy gray skin, no hair, like bald head, no eyebrows, no beard. Gives him kind of a slightly disturbing look, just kind of intermixed with his features. High cheekbones, sunken cheeks, Doesn't look undead, but definitely doesn't look healthy. And he, so he steps forward, pulls the hood back. You and your friends have done very well for yourselves. At least, I assume. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. That's me, not him. I bet you think you've done very well for yourselves.
Well, haven't done too poorly for ourselves.
When does it end?
Knowing how evil works, probably never.
It's going to be one thing after another, after another, after another. Until you die or it kills you.
Yeah, that's about how it goes. Evil's a dick like that.
Is that really something you want to continue doing the rest of your existence?
Katie kind of actually ponders that for a second. Yeah, want isn't really the right question there. It's not we're doing what we want to do. We're doing what we need to do.
Kind of cants his head to the side, and but there's always choice, right? Isn't that the point?
I mean, I guess yes and no. You choose to be good and do good things, and that kind of takes away a lot of other choice. It's just kind of one big umbrella choice.
You see his face kind of like, it doesn't change visibly. Well, make an insight check.
Okay. That's not too bad. 18.
His face doesn't change visibly, but something around his eyes indicates you think you frustrated him somehow with that answer.
Well, Katie's nothing if not frustrating.
You and your friends, or really just you, should give this up.
Yeah, I've already pretty much decided that at some point I'm gonna go help my mom fight an endless, like, outside of reality war. So, really, that whole this thing is endless shtick, I'm like the last person that's gonna work on, because I've already decided on an endless thing beyond this endless thing. So, good try, but I'm not in the market.
From out of your view, you hear another voice. What did I tell you? And you see the man. You see the man kind of cross his arms. You don't see, like, you look and you don't see anybody. But then out of the shadows, this gorgeous woman steps. Make a religion check.
Okay. Another low bonus roll. Let's see how this goes. And that's a 4.
Okay. She's beautiful. She's in kind of like an unearthed, like, think Galadriel when she becomes the Dark Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of beautiful. And actually, she very much has that kind of look to her, too. Like, she's got the pointed ears. She looks vaguely elven, but the very blue-tinged skin and clothing. And you see I did tell you that she wouldn't be remotely interested in anything that you had to offer her. And you see the man respond, I had to be sure. And you see the woman kind of turn to look at you. Actually, she maintains eye contact with the man, and she says, "She doesn't want anything you're selling. Feel free to leave." And you see him just kind of... And he looks at you. "Shame. It could have been interesting." And you see him just kind of fold in on himself and disappear. The woman now turns her gaze on you. "You are going to the Twilight Forest to fight the Endless War. That is your plan?"
Ultimately, yeah, that's more or less the gist of it. I think they need everybody they can get.
You're not wrong. I'd like to offer you a gift, but I can't force you to take it. As it is a gift, it is also a curse. It will help you.
And might I ask what this gift curse you're offering is?
Immortality.
Oh.
You
I
want
mean,
to fight
I was
for
already
a-
expecting on living a long time, but that's...
Indeed, but this is longer still. You want to fight an unending war, you at least need the means to do so.
I mean, I guess you're not wrong. Whew. I'm going to go ahead and assume that immortality itself is the curse part, and it's not like some other extra secret, like I have to hop everywhere from now on or something like that.
It's not simply that you cannot die. You can die, but you'll always come
Sure.
back. Immortality is a gift and a curse, all wrapped up into one.
Whew. Wow, that's a choice.
It is.
Oh. This isn't some kind of like lobsterish, functionally immortal but not actually, is it? Because I don't want to die because I can't shed my shell enough.
You will continue to age and you will die, and within a number of days you will be reborn. If you are killed prematurely, within a number of days you will be reborn. And the cycle continues.
Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Would do I get like reborn as myself again? Do I get reborn as somebody new?
It will be a brand new body. It will still be you, though. Your soul
But I
will
mean,
carry
like,
you over.
is this like reincarnation where I could
Functionally,
come...
she's saying it's reincarnation.
So like, I could be a bugbear next, or a centaur.
Indeed.
Oh. You know? If nothing else, even if I did live forever, that'd be like constant new everything. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Huh.
I mean, the trick with living forever is that you then do have to live forever. That is an existential thing that your friend Kira is dealing with.
Yeah.
But, presuming your relationship holds strong, you'll at least have each other.
You know what? Yeah, I'll do it. I will live all the lives forever to fight the eternal war. Sign me up.
It is done. And suddenly, the room is just you, Kira, and Malin. A little brighter. I would like you, Shmoopsy, to add to your sheet the gift of Lunatara.
Wait, hold on. Also, like, as that happens and, like, the room goes back to normal, Katie's just like, wait, what?
Fair enough.
But... Alright, is this an item?
No, this is a boon, so to speak. I'd put it in your notes.
Notes.
This is a homebrew GM boon.
I said it was the gift of Lunatara?
Lunatara. Lunatara. Functionally, the way it works is when you die, and I will tell you that you will not have the opportunity to get resurrected. That is the one downside.
I can't bring her back anymore?
No.
Oh.
Oh, but you said resurrection. Does that also mean
Revivify, I would say, would still work.
Okay.
Okay.
But like raise dead, that sort of thing would not.
A longer term.
Right.
Yeah.
Apparently I did not ask enough questions.
Nope.
I can still bring you back if I can
So,
test myself.
I will say as long as you
Right.
can do it basically within that day. So like technically a raise dead would work as long as you do it the same day.
But, like within 24 hours, like before
We'll go with
dawn.
before the next dawn.
Ugh.
So don't die at
Oh.
midnight.
Yeah, don't die.
So don't die 3 minutes to dawn.
Yeah,
Got it.
exactly.
So like it won't work if I do the whatever the spell is to like elongate the time period.
yeah, gentle repose won't do shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
What happens when you die, and dead, not like revivify dead, you roll a 10-sider, that many days passes, and then we go with the reincarnate rules.
Like she's reborn as a baby of another race?
No, she's fully... She
Fully
is another
grown.
race, but she's fully grown.
Fully adult. Okay. Hell yeah.
You will continue to age, and you will eventually, like, if you don't get killed first, your form will eventually age and die, and then you come back as something else.
Got it. So this is legitimately like the spell reincarnation and not like Isekai anime reincarnation.
Correct.
Got it.
All right.
All right.
You've got 4 hours before everybody else is going to wake up. Do you do anything?
Probably nothing too. I mean, she's definitely going to have a little bit of an existential freak out about what just happened. And a little bit of questioning, like, okay, did that actually happen, or did I just, like, was there psychedelic mushrooms in that hot pot?
Actually,
And it's probably just going to be kind of wandering around, if there's a forest or woods nearby, just kind of strolling through there and something familiar and grounding.
do me one thing. Roll me a perception roll.
Can do. That's a 21.
So you're like, okay, I need to take a walk. You get up, you head towards the door. You pass by a vanity, and there's of course a big giant mirror in this vanity. And as you're passing by, like, the room is dark so people can sleep, not totally dark, but dim. But you notice that there is something glowing on the back of your neck, very faintly in your reflection.
What do I notice?
Do you go look?
Yeah.
So you kind of twist and turn a little bit. What you're able to glean, there is on the back of your neck, like right at kind of the top of your spine, there appears to be a moon-shaped birthmark that in the real world doesn't shed any light. In the reflection, it does.
Oh. Well, how much light are we talking?
It's very, very dim. Like, not
Okay,
even...
so it's more glowing than, like, shedding light.
It's not actually, like, illuminating anything. It's much more of, like, a dim glow.
Okay. That was going to be my next question, was like, can I see things illuminated in the mirror world? Can I see in the dark through the mirror?
No. No, you can't. No, it's much more like if you charge up a glow-in-the-dark, like, ring. It's more like that.
Got it.
No,
Interesting.
the crescent actually, like, the crescent moon actually exists. Like, you can touch it. There's a little bit, like, it's got texture. So you can touch it, you can feel it, and you can't unfortunately see it because your head doesn't turn that way. But you can definitely tell it's not glowing in the real world. It is glowing in the reflection.
As kind of is it okay if I don't realize that it doesn't glow in the real world?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because if all I can see is it in the mirror, and I can't really, like, twist my head to see the back of my neck.
True.
Katie's just gonna find, like, some bandages and, like, cover it up so she's not, like, this glowing target.
Glowing beacon.
Yeah, so she's just got, like, bandages wrapped around her neck.
Sure.
For seemingly no reason.
Okay. And then you're gonna go for your walk?
Yep.
Okay. You go for your walk. We're gonna jump to Malin. Malin, are you with us? Malin. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, I guess we will jump to Leoben, and we'll jump to Malin when she gets back. Leoben, you drift off to sleep.
Sorry, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, we're gonna stick with Leoben for right now. We'll jump back to you in just a minute, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Cool.
Sorry.
Thank you. No, it's all good. Happens. So yes, Leoben, you kind of drift off to sleep. You dream very briefly of happier times in Saul's Rest. When you were little, you and Adira were little, growing up together, often getting babysat by your sister, finding your way into and not always out of trouble. A time when Saul's Rest was a much happier place for you. Not to say that it isn't a happy place now, but just kind of through the lens of childhood, it seemed like it had that kind of, like, orangey sepia toned happy music feel to it. And at one point you find yourself as the kind of sequence of memories plays across your sleeping mind, you find yourself then standing in the middle of Saul's Rest, the Silver Dragon Inn, still intact. And you see seated in front of the Silver Dragon Inn, even in the dream, you can see that she is opaque. But you see the gnome. Illyria? Lyria? Who taught you your craft initially. And you see she's just kind of sitting there very calmly with her hands kind of in her lap. And she's looking at you. And you see her, she like scooches over on the bench and just kind of pats the bench next to her.
Hey there.
Hey.
And I go and sit down.
She kind of glances at you and glances up at you because, again, gnome. How you feeling?
All things said, okay. A little confused.
There's a lot going on.
I didn't die from eating all the crab legs, did I?
No. You're dreaming.
Okay, that was going to be my second choice.
No. Although, maybe don't eat quite so many crab legs, because you are going to be very uncomfortable when you wake up. Just in the future.
Yeah, but, crab legs. Anyway, yeah,
No,
okay.
I understand, and I probably would have done the same thing, but, as your elder and mentor, and honestly the ghost of somebody you once knew, it felt like it was something that I ought to say.
Yeah, how... I have so many questions, and granted, this is maybe part of why I'm confused, because how... Usually my dreams are not nearly as solid as this. Lucid? No, lucid, that's I think the term.
Well, I know that you're heading into a big fight. And I wanted to give you a little bit of reassurance, so I asked a favor.
Okay.
I know you know this isn't going to be the end of it. If it's not this fight, it's going to be another one. And you kind of made your bed when you picked up the mantle. And she kind of... And you look down, and because like the mantle of the shadowed past isn't like a physical thing, path rather,
right.
It isn't a physical thing. But as you kind of glance down, you actually do see that there's like this gorgeous like black spider silk mantle kind of draped over your shoulders that kind of just seems to shift and move in ways that are not quite in line with your body.
Okay.
And you see she actually kind of reaches out and she like takes it between her fingers and just kind of, ooh, that's nice. You have a long time. A really long time. To fuck up. And make mistakes.
I suppose, provided we survive all this.
She shrugs. I mean, if you don't, we can hang out again. I'm not saying I want you to die. I'm just saying there's a silver lining. But then I also really kind of don't want you to die. She reaches into a pocket, one of the many pockets that she always had. And you see that she's kind of going for one of the more hidden ones.
Sure.
And she pulls out a single concast piece. If you recall, concast was the chess equivalent. And it's the queen, the black queen. She always played black. And she hands it to you.
Take it.
When things seem at their worst and you need a little reminder that, honestly, if you think about it from a certain point of view, nothing should be taken seriously. If you need that reminder, you pull that out.
I'll look at the piece and just kind of feel the weight of it in my hands a bit, and then kind of grasp and hold on to it. And like,
it's got some weight. It's very finely, like it's finely crafted, finely made. It's actually like heavier than you kind of thought it was going to be, almost like it's metal as opposed to wood, which the pieces you played with were always wood. And when you look back up, she's gone.
I just kind of squeeze the piece in my hand.
And you wake up, squeezing, and you look down, and there's a black queen concast piece in your hand.
Okay.
So, write that on your sheet. We'll get to what that does at some point here. We are going to jump to Malin.
I'm here.
Awesome. Malin. You fall asleep. Your head hits the pillow and you're fucking out. Like you are just you are done.
Yep.
Now you're a sentient creature that sleeps. You dream. Like that's just the way of it. That's the way it goes. And it's your usual, like starting out, it's your usual mishmash of just utter nonsense. As dreams are wont to do. You're swinging through the mountains like they're trees, and your Brazilian-style monkey, your look down, and you're wearing like purple polka dots. You have the arms of a bear, the back legs of like a hyena. And it's just absolute fucking nonsense and kind of going through the motions of your usual dreams. Couple of dream cycles in, you're sitting there and you're having a tea party with the red dragon that you guys murdered underneath the Through Mountains. Your mother. And the giant wolf that you murdered for your mother, and you're all seated around a table. The dragon is wearing a comically small top hat, which should not stay on its head, but is. And everybody is pinkies out.
Naturally.
Because, what are we, barbarians? Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
Just because we're barbarians doesn't mean we're uncivilized.
We have to act like it.
And you see this in that moment. You see kind of moving into the space, which you didn't even, like, you weren't even really aware of the space around you. Just the table laid out with all of the, like, fucking Alice in Wonderland tea party, tea set, like, stuff, and your companions. You see this very almost non sequitur in all this kind of craziness and madness. This very somber looking, you think maybe half elf?
Okay.
In what looks like, They're robes, but honestly, like, in terms of their look, don't think like wizard robes. Think like Harry Potter suit and tie kind of robes.
Okay.
Like what Arthur Weasley would wear to the office.
Okay.
The man himself is half elven. He's got his hair kind of kept about shoulder length, but it's pulled back in a very tight ponytail. You see that other than the clothes, he's got a single pendant with some kind of symbol on it that you don't recognize. And you see him kind of step forward, and he says, to you, he says, I do apologize for interrupting, but there's some people that would like to speak with you if you're amenable.
What people?
You see him kind of, I believe they're relations of yours.
I'm like, this is a dream. Sure, whatever. Let's do this.
So as you kind of say, oh yeah, all right, let's do this. You see the room kind of fade, and you're just in this kind of dark space. And he says, this is probably going to seem a little unnerving, and I do apologize for that. They're going to speak, and you're going to be able to hear them through me. So again, it's going to appear kind of unnerving to hear somebody else's voice come out of my mouth. I assure you.
Who are you?
I'm just a functionary. I'm a cleric.
Oh, okay. Weird. All right.
You're like, fucking weird dream. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, weirder dreams. What the hell?
So you see him kind of, for a moment, he just kind of looks down, and you hear just this faintest of faint, his voice, but it seems like it's from a million miles away, and his lips aren't moving. Kind of utter something. Just a murmur. And then he looks up again and he opens his mouth, and instead of like his mouth moving and words come out like you're talking, just sounds are coming out of his mouth in the form of words, and it's a completely different voice.
Okay.
And you hear this very feminine, soft voice. Ragnar, we've been trying to reach you. You need to come back. We need you. We need you. We miss you. Please come back.
What? Okay. Stop. Is this a voice I recognize?
You could not put a name to this voice if somebody had a gun to your head. But despite that, it is vaguely familiar.
And what did they call me?
Ragnar.
Ragnar. Who am I speaking to?
You see him, the mouth closed, the eyes kind of close again, and he opens his eyes. He's like, that, I believe, is your mother.
That is not my mother.
He looks a little confused. A moment. And again, you hear that kind of soft murmur. And he comes back and says, she seems quite insistent.
Well, I'm very sorry, but she has the wrong person. My name is not Ragna. That is not my mother.
Oh, I see the confusion. Oh.
Oh?
Give me a moment. And you see him kind of do the thing again.
Sure, I got all day.
And a moment, like, just a moment passes. And again, you kind of hear that faint voice. You can't make out what he's saying. And you see him come back. Okay. This is going to be difficult to explain, depending on how much or how little you know of death in the afterlife. Your name is Ragnar Thorquake. And you're dead.
And I'm supposed to just believe this random person that shows up in my dream telling me that I have another name and that I'm dead.
I understand that can seem odd. And I don't know anything about what your experiences have been here. So I definitely understand why you may be skeptical.
You think you understand why I might be skeptical?
Well, and you see,
Okay.
like, him saying that, like, he seems to be actually, like, processing it out loud.
I mean, I'm just irritated. I'm like, okay, some rando shows up and tells me that I'm dead with a completely different name and a completely different person. Why are you fucking with me? What do you get out of this? Is this just for giggles and fun, or what? I would like you to leave now. Please.
You see him kind of pause. I can do that. I need to ask, and I expect I know your answer, and I ask you to please understand that I am simply doing the job that I was paid to do. Are you officially declining returning to life?
Yes, I have a life here. I have a family here. I'm very sorry for whoever this is, and I am very sorry that she lost her daughter, but I'm not it.
I will let her know. And he fades from your dream.
What in the hell was that?
Your sleep continues and your dreams continue as usual. But you're just, the entire rest of the time, very distracted.
I love that everybody got something heartwarming and I got that. Okay.
You wake up.
I mean, technically, I got cursed.
Fair.
That's a good point.
Sprinkling her.
Good point.
All right, we're going to jump to Kira. You doze off.
Pass the fuck out.
Yep. You pass the fuck out and you wake up in the woods. Capital W Woods. Wolf's Woods. You've been here enough times, you know what you're looking at. And you see, crouched nearby, as you kind of open your eyes and look over, you see the man himself.
I don't usually dream about you.
And if this were a dream, I'd be concerned about it.
What am I doing here? I was having a really nice sleep.
And you'll wake up rested enough, I guess.
You're not usually this full of bullshittery, Wolf. Come on. What the hell? I almost died today. Can we get to the point? I've been around Malin a lot. Sorry.
You see him, you actually see him crack a smile. He's like, yeah, I know, it's a good color on you.
He's right a lot of the times. Fine. What do you want?
Two of the terrible things are missing.
Yes.
That
Do you
does-
know anything about that?
Yes, I do.
Did you take them? No. I wasn't even aware that was a thing that could happen.
He kind of shrugs. You're not aware of a lot of things.
Yes, thanks for pointing that out. Do you know where they are? What happened to them?
Do I know where they are? No. Do I know what happened to them? Yes.
More specific than they disappeared?
They were taken and consumed. Their power made a part of something greater.
Oh, that sounds great. Gonna tell me who took them and consumed them?
I am physically incapable of doing that. Hey, don't look at me, all right? I don't like the bullshit as much as you do, but I physically can't. Watch.
Can you write it down?
Got a fucking quill?
Pull one out of my ass. No, I don't have a fucking quill.
If I could tell you in any way, shape, or form, write it down, say it, whatever, I'd fucking do it, but I can't.
Did the same person take them both?
Yes.
Is it fucking Mordecai?
I can't tell you one way or the other.
Can you tell me how to figure out who took them? I don't even know when they went missing. It's not like I check the bag that frequently.
Maybe
At least I
something.
didn't before,
Yeah,
but
this is maybe something you want to change.
yeah, I already did. Doesn't help the fact that 2 of the things are missing.
Not so much. Honestly, that's not why I pulled you here. I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. I know you're about to go into a pretty nasty fight. It's gonna suck. Every one of you may die.
Sorry, say that again.
Every one of you may die.
Oh, okay. May. I'm better
So
than will.
I don't have that
yeah.
kind of precognition. Are you fucking kidding?
I never know with you. You're more direct, but you're still all about the bullshittery, my friend.
When you're done, assuming you survive,
Hefty assumption.
there's another terrible thing that you need to go collect.
More work. Wonderful. Are we talking about after we're done with what's her face in the frozen wood, or after we're done with like all of the bits of
I'd
a Kodoban?
strongly recommend dealing with the Kodoban first.
That's okay. Where is it?
It's in Avanon.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Yep.
That's wonderful because I'm gonna be real popular up there.
Where are you thinking Avanon is out of character?
Oh, isn't that the country where all the elves were? All
Nope.
the elves?
Avanon
Okay.
is the ferry.
Oh, the fair. Okay, I take that back. Okay. Is it like another plane or is it a continent?
You don't know. You know that ships sail there.
Cool. What am I looking for?
And he tells you, and Adam hasn't figured out those details yet, but he tells you.
You'll get those to me.
Yes.
Any other information you can give?
Yeah, he gives you a general idea of where either it is now or will be.
Perfect.
Just some kind of general details of where it's at in Avanon.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks, I guess.
He shrugs. I was informed that since I put the terrible things back into play, that I had to be responsible for you collecting the other ones. Hey, I found my TV remote.
I mean, I think that serves you right, if we're being real honest.
Well, it's kind of not fair because the only... I don't think it's fair because the only reason why I pulled them back into play is because without those in play, y'all wouldn't have got the ritual that split Okotoban into 7 different parts, and y'all wouldn't have been able to fight and kill Okotoban. So, you know...
Okay, see, but no, that makes no sense because that ritual didn't come from the terrible things. The ritual needed the 7 blessings. What the hell does the
Everything
haversack
is
have to do with
checks
this?
and balances. You get something good, you have to bring something bad into the play. This isn't chaos. This is a game of Concast. One giant fucking cosmic game of Concast.
Well, whoever's calling the shots sucks. Unless it's Zaratsu, in which case I respectfully apologize and you and I will have words later.
He kind of shrugs and he's like, if you're a pawn, I'm like a fucking rook.
I don't like being a pawn, Wolf.
Yeah, well, nobody fucking does. If you're a pawn, I'm a rook. Fucking Zaratsu is like a bishop. I don't know who's
That's
pulling the strings.
appropriate. I have so much work to do already.
Yeah, well,
Fine.
you became a fucking paladin, so...
Hey, I'm the Pope now. Did you know that?
Yeah, I'm aware.
I did that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know what you were thinking either. It's a little fucked up.
Well, I know what I was thinking. I have my reasons. I was trying to undo some of Justinian's bullshit. Good thing I'm gonna live potentially for a really long time. If
Yeah, just
I
don't die
get-
and you're good.
Yeah, that's sure. We'll see how that goes. Is there... You'll probably tell me that you can't tell me this. Is there anything I can do? What happens to the haversack if I get killed? Does just whoever the fuck is around pick it up? Does it disappear? Does it cosmically get... I don't know what... Is there anything I can do to protect it after I fucking kick the bucket?
The haversack,
I don't
presuming...
want some crazy bitch like what's-her-face to end up with it because she killed all of us.
Presuming the Shadow Guardian is on hand, it'll fall to him until another bearer can be called.
And if he dies?
Well, then it's up for grabs.
Okay. You and I are gonna have a talk.
Yep.
He's not gonna like it.
Nope.
Well, this was real cheerful. Thanks.
That's what I'm here for. Bring a
Yeah.
little sunshine into your life.
Oh, so much sunshine. It's rainbows. Rainbows everywhere. I love it.
Right out of my ass. And with that, you just are awake.
Motherfucker. We talked about what things were missing already, I think, yeah?
Yep, you have a note of it.
Cool. Yay.
I did, jumping real quick back to Beth, I did forget to tell you, Beth, are you still with us?
Yep.
I did forget to tell you the benefit of what you just did.
Mm-hmm.
When you make death saving throws,
Okay.
you will make every death saving throw with advantage.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Your boon or whatever is resolved to live.
Which is ironic, because apparently I didn't resolve to live.
I mean, it really just depends on your point of view, doesn't it?
What is life?
So we're gonna.
Sorry,
jump...
I just said what is life.
That's okay, David. We're gonna jump over to you.
Hello?
You do a whole shitload of research, and it's interesting because, like, there's nothing in recent history about the Frozen Wood. It's been pretty well avoided since before the elves took over. And so you have to kind of dig deep into the history of that region. But a long, long time ago, it used to be that used to be the seat of power of a very powerful empire, of which Isravela was the queen. She had a reputation for playing all manner of social kind of mind fuckery games with the various vassal states and court, just within her own court. She was brilliant and ruthless, and in her later years, quite insane. Early on in her reign, there's a number of names that kind of crop up, but she eventually kills them off until she is basically a mad woman alone in her seat of her power, suspicious, cruel, and paranoid of every single thing that everyone is out to get her, and that ultimately was her downfall. As far as how that will benefit you, that way we'll have to find out the next time we play. But that is the information that you receive.
Cool. Thank you.
Saral. Last but not least. You fall asleep.
Mhm.
And you find yourself sitting in the field where way early on in your adventures with Kai, you shared a picnic with Kai and your other companions at the time for your birthday. And that was the day that Kai had said your name in a low whisper. And it was the first words that he had ever spoken to anybody in the party. You're sitting in this same field. And it's not the same field, 10,000 years later. It is just the same field.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Kai. Not Zaratsu. Kai. A little older than he was at the time, but still him. And he's sitting there with a picnic spread. And he kind of gestures for you to sit.
She, of course, comes over. She's like, "Oh, hi!"
Kind of smiles at you and... How'd it go?
Well, the one that almost killed them was defeated when you sent me. And then we got another one. So, and I got my Clippies back even though they're dead, but they're still mine. Chaotic, evil little thing. Doesn't have them anymore. They're a little worried about the next one. And the one after, there's seven of these?
There's 7 total and there's 3 left.
Yeah, they're getting nervous. Like, I think they've been fairly successful so far. But, yeah. They were really kind of hurting at the end of this one.
Charos was always a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Really, really not a fan.
Well,
We just, like,
the likelihood that you'll have to deal with her again is fairly slim. That'll be other
What?
people's...
that's good.
That'll
But
be
yeah,
other
they're
people's pain in
a
the
little
butt.
nervous.
Yeah, we're not done with her, but... You're done with her. I'm not
Oh,
done
good.
with her.
Well, yeah. Again,
reason why I'm not a god. For so many reasons. No one wants me doing that shit.
Well, I guess that brings me to the question. Do you want to continue with them, or do you want to go on about other things? Pause. We're going to actually end the game there. The reason being is that I need for Jess to decide whether or not she's coming back the next time we play.
Rude!
Wondered.
Rude!
Actually, that kind of makes sense. That's good.
I love that. It's great.
Old days.
Still
She
rude.
coming back.
So that is your my viewers. You will find out next time we play, which
If I'm here or not.
yeah, if Saral is back with us. I do believe we play again in 2 weeks, and I do believe that is still technically viable, although it's getting a little close to shit. Just
It's
checking.
like what, December 3rd or something like that?
December 3rd, yeah.
4th, actually, because the 3rd is a Friday.
4th. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're still good. So thank you everybody for watching. I do appreciate you tuning in. We will we will be back again tomorrow, or some of us will, for the Berizaya Argia Chronicles starting at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then I am not doing Goop Wicket on this Wednesday. Because of Thanksgiving. We are doing Goop Wicket on the 1st, which is kind of our off week. And then we are not going to be able to do it again until January. So Goop Wicket will be kind of the finale until the holidays are over on the 1st. So I want to say thank you to all of you for tuning in. Hopefully you can join us tomorrow for more crazy shenanigans. And we will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.